What lies beneath the lands of Phandelver? Danger, riches, power, puppies, death. Threats that seek to overwhelm the village. And threats that seek to overwhelm the Sword Coast itself. With the threat undiscovered, an empire of evil will rise. War will plague the Sword Coast and beyond. Fate itself may rely on 4 unlikely heroes. And so, another adventure is about to take place. Cloak and Stagger presents Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk.
Hey, welcome back to some Dungeons and Dragons by Cloak and Stagger, Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk, episode 11. Thank you for joining us this evening, via live or just on YouTube in general, either way. And hello, players.
Hey, Dan.
Hey.
We got, as always, our crew right here. We have the Artificer Squad, Wedge and Wesley. And we have Flynn. Mm-hmm. And we also have Tonk Stone Dog, Bard, and...
Stone Dog?
Stone Dong?
Stone Dong.
Stone Dong? Is that right?
Stone
Dong?
Dog. Stone Dong.
Might be a G, K, might be an N, you don't know.
Stone Dong. I don't understand how hard that is.
Yeah, exactly. So, I want to go ahead and discuss what happened last time. We did some adventuring, and, well, they can't see the table yet, but it's already set up for an event, which will come clear very soon. Who wants to cover what went down last time? And claim the mighty turquoise skull.
Do I?
Or Vector 80 skull.
I'll do it.
Okay, well, in that case, Flynn, eyes are on you.
How many?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on, let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Somebody in there might be a pirate.
About 12 eggs. 12 eggs on you right now?
Would you like a nice egg in these trying times? All right, so we started out last session. We went back. We had already spoken with Eatermath. We convinced them to join us. So we needed to go take care of a few things, buy some supplies for the road, get ready. Our dear boy Wesley here decided he needed to speak with his hopeful girlfriend in the future, and I decided I did not want to speak with her. She freaked me out. But anyways, we got ready for the road. I think did we stay one more night?
I don't think so.
I think we rested one more time before we left.
After we talked to the dude?
No, it was before the so spoke with him. We told him we would meet him at the north side of town to prepare to leave. We all kind of got back together. He questioned us as to our adventuring prowess. He was unimpressed, but that's really more of a commentary on him doing his due diligence. He should have asked those before he agreed to come with us. So that's on him. Mm-hmm. Regardless, he was very insistent that we be as quick as possible to go to the old owl well and investigate the undead sightings there. And so we, of course, immediately broke that by asking him to go on a side mission with us first. We told him kind of what it was, that we needed to go to Coneyberry to comb this banshee's hair and get information on a spell book. We're not actually going to comb her hair. That'd be ridiculous. One thing I do want to call out here, Tonk did pick up an entire keg of ale that barely fit into Wedge's jacket, but we do have that with us.
Most of it.
Yes. Darren was a bit shocked by Wedge and his stretch hole. I have that in here specifically as well. Anyways, we were going down the road. We took camp off the side. Everybody went to sleep. Nobody kept watch, and we were immediately accosted by an owlbear. I tried to distract it. Didn't work. Kind of worked, just for a minute, till we got everybody awake. We killed it, defeated it, and then made an absolute massacre of this poor thing's body, trying to get some kind of food out of it. And then we rested the rest of the evening, got back on the road the next day, came across a couple of ogres, real dumbasses, and tried to convince them that there was better food down the road. They didn't want to hear it, and here we are about to fight.
Yeah, that about sums it up. Good work, Flynn. You have earned the retro, I don't know what color, turquoise skull of inspiration.
It's got that flip-flop.
Also, before we begin, I do want to make one quick announcement. It's somebody's birthday today. Who could it be? Whose birthday is it? You all know. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's Flynn's birthday!
It's mine!
Happy birthday, Flynn!
Thanks.
How old are you now?
37.
You 37?
I've officially kicked the door down into my late 30s. We're here.
Shit, am I the oldest one here?
I think so. I think you are the oldest one here. I think Stubbs is a... No?
I think he
Might
might
be
be
Megan.
the
He's
baby.
the baby of us.
Yeah, he's the
Either
youngest.
you
No,
or him.
he's younger than me, way younger.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
He little-
No, I don't think I'm that much younger than you.
Way younger.
He's like 19, something like
Still
that.
on his
30.
parents' health insurance, younger.
I've been off that for quite a bit now.
All right, but I guess before we get anything y'all want to announce too, before I just throw us into some combat here with two very large ogres in your face.
Oh, damn, man.
I did have a question and I forgot about it.
Oh, okay, well, if it comes back, let me know. I mean, don't hesitate to ask.
I don't think I do.
Cool.
Did we roll initiative already?
No.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
I do. That's exactly what I wanted to talk about. If we wanted to do a combo move, how close an initiative would we have to be back to back?
You got to be above or below an initiative. If it's you, then ogre, then Wesley, can't fly. Unless you hold your action, in which case you basically veto your turn till his turn. That's possible.
Okay.
But you would have to discuss slightly in advance, okay, I want to do this with Wesley after ogre goes or something like that.
Okay.
Okay.
So you could basically have one person in between you if you hold your turn.
I mean, you could hold your turn, then it could be like 8 people go, and then Stubbs goes.
Do you are? I think we talked about this in our session 0, but are you, just to refresh my memory?
Mm-hmm.
When we are holding our turn, we have to be very specific about the conditions in which
Correct.
our turn would come back into play.
Yeah, you can't just be like, I hold my turn until after him, and then like when your turn comes, you're like, okay, I'm gonna hypothesize moving left, and then I'm going to use my short. Like you got to tell me like,
This is exactly
I'm
what
holding my
gonna do.
turn until a creature enters my range. I'm holding my turn until Wesley goes, in which I want to add screws onto his rat cannon, and it fires screws as well. I don't know, just making stuff up.
Okay.
So something's very specific.
How
Screw
much
cannon.
how much leniency do we have in communicating with each other on what we're wanting to do if we're trying to do a combo?
As long as what you're talking about is fun and entertaining, infinite leniency.
Okay.
Oh God. I'm gonna try to push that button.
Go ahead. But if it gets
never
boring
getting-
or draws on,
No.
I'm going on.
We're never getting anywhere in this campaign.
Okay, if that's everything, I guess we're fighting. So let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah. That's,
I got a 3 plus 2. What'd you get?
16.
Oh, 2. I hope we're next to each other.
So what's an ogre's plus initiative? They got
We really do need to be next to each other.
-1
Kinda next to you,
initiative.
but for the next round.
Okay, hold on. That's for Boyo 1. Boyo 2. All right.
Boyle.
Got some quick ogres here.
Oh shit.
Wedge, what'd you get?
16. Plus 2. So 18.
18. All right. Flynn?
Yeah, you do the math.
19.
19. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. And let's not forget our friend that we recruited through a lot of persuasion and kept going. Mr. Darren Edomith is going to be going with I got his sheet on here. I got to dig through. I'm not used to the roll 20 sheets. A 12.
Darren Eatermith.
So if you're using the D&D Beyond encounters,
I am.
what I've started doing is, I don't know, you may be doing it too. Whatever they are, just add them as an enemy in the encounter.
That would have been smart.
then
Right
I
now
add
he's
their
player
sheet.
character E.
Oh.
I will definitely do that going forward. That'd be a lot easier than how I have it set up right now. Okay. So first, let's get the appropriate song here.
Kim says you're louder than everyone else, though, Jamie.
I am?
Heads up.
Okay, good. I don't want to be heard the most.
Looking out for you, Kim.
So let's see. Here we go. First up, actually, is going to be Flynn. Oh, let's do the
Yeah, give me the big.
big battle map. Yeah, it should be on. Why is it showing blue? There you go. You will see the battle map in a moment. Right now, all you see is the sky. It's clear skies today. No clouds, a slight breeze as the eve of battle sets upon us.
Hey.
2 large ogres are in front of us, next to those beautiful cube grass terrains on the battle map.
Oh,
there we
yeah.
go.
Oh, yeah. Zoom in that.
So you'll notice they have
yeah.
six allies in total with them right now. We have our squad here, but again, they have Darren Edomith helping them. And we have a token to represent Wedge's Steel Defender, which is looks like a little dog right now that grows huge when it's time to fight. And we'll switch to the mini cam in just a moment here. We'll get into some more combat.
Oh, it's pretty good, Cam.
Yeah, we can leave it like that for now. It's fine. Flynn, you are first to act.
I was not prepared. I was on camera duty. All right. So you said this dude, he's got his club raised in the air, and he's looking at me.
You were the one talking to him, so he is definitely raising his club, wanting to smash you.
All right. What I will do, let's see, this is... I will move up.
Oh.
Move up here, 5, and as I see him starting to raise his club in the air, well, negotiations have failed, and I'll grab my lute and just immediately just strum the fattest of power chords and cast Thunder Wave in front of me and try to hit them both.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do it as a first level spell, but they need 2, which they probably got really good Constitution. But regardless, they need to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay. Club up ogre got himself a 10. Club down ogre got himself a 19.
Okay, so 14 was the save. The club up, you said he failed?
Mm-hmm.
Is going to take 7 thunder damage, and he's pushed back 10 feet. The other one would just take half, so 3
Okay.
thunder damage.
Yeah, go ahead and shove him back 10 feet. As he starts marching up to you with that club raise, and you step up and just strum hard as you can on that lute. And the power chord is so mighty, it does that, you said, 7 or 9 damage.
7 to the club up, 3 to the other one.
Okay, and it shoves the ogre that was going to strike you just back as he holds his footing, just slides back, and he looks confused as he's moving back and goes, oh, like looking at his chest like something hit him, but just heard loud music.
Where are your earplugs? And I'll turn back around and 5, 10, 15, and just kind of hop back here. End of turn.
All right. That's actually going to take us to an ogre. Specifically, the one that was about to swing at you, Flynn. Since you're out of range now, he just looks at the next closest thing. Club's still up, wanting to smash something, and he's going to move towards Tonk, who happens to be the closest in his path.
I'm sure that this guy is.
He's with you. Can you move my ogre up to Tonk, please?
20. What's his movement?
He has 30 or 40 feet of movement,
Oh, yeah, he
actually.
would just get there.
But he is also considered a large creature. Can you move him back one for me?
Yeah.
Because he can swing a bit further than the regular since he's a size up. And he is going to try to smack Tonk, but I don't know if this is going to do it.
Is he within? He's within 10 feet of Tonk.
Oh, wait, I'm mistaken. Move him 5 feet forward. He might be big, but he still only has 5 feet of reach. There you go. Tonk, does a 16 hit you?
All right.
Yes. 16
hold on.
is.
Oh, wait.
My
First.
Steel Defender is going to use his reaction to deflect the attack.
How's that work?
Deflect attack. The defender imposes disadvantage on the attack roll of one creature it can see that's within 5 feet of it, provided the attack roll is against a creature other than itself.
This club looks like it's coming right for your head, Tonk, but... Ooh! That's a very low roll. That's a nat 1. As soon as that club is about to smack you, you see a quick just shimmer over you. What would you say the barrier looks like?
No, since the defender's doing it, he probably just bites at his leg and just.
Okay. Instead, the Steel Defender, or the silver-looking dog traveling with Wedge, runs up and bites at this ogre's ankle, starts nipping at it. Not enough to do damage, but enough to make the ogre
Like lose its footing.
cut his swing completely down towards his left foot. And he smashes his own toes for 5 damage.
What an idiot.
Love my little
And
dog.
he yells out like a dumb ogre would, "Ooh, whoa," just confused at this random attack from this thing and has no idea what it is. That's gonna be the end of that ogre's turn, and that brings us to Wedge.
Sweet. I'm gonna move to the side of him, so 5 feet closer, and use my shocking grasp. Four plus 5.
9? That is not gonna hit.
Yeah, so I don't do anything.
So again, your shocking grasp, the way you use it, is that you do your thumb and you grab some paper? And,
Since I have my jacket infused, I just kind of dust off, look like I'm dusting off, very aggressively. Static electricity kind of comes into my palms, and then just fizzles the fuck out.
yeah, it looks like as if, you just rubbed on a blanket for a while and poked something. It does
Yeah.
a few little sparks around him, but it doesn't do anything to cause any damage.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
And then it's my Steel Defender's turn. And he's
Yeah, you
just
have a
gonna
bonus action. That's right.
Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action to tell him to attack. So yeah, I guess just roll.
Whatever it says your Steel Defender attacks. Does he make attack rolls? Does he have a bite move? How's it work?
It's a force empowered Rin. It's a melee attack with a +5 to hit.
So you would
reach
roll a
five-
d20 and add 5 to it.
15 plus 5.
That's
so
a 20, so that hits.
And then it's a 1d8 plus 2.
I don't remember him using this before. This thing is strong.
I've never used it before.
Wow.
All right, so 1d8 plus 2. 8 plus 2.
That's 10 damage. Yeah, this thing, it's not nibbling anymore. It just tears into this ogre's knee, and you see just blood just get ripped out the side of its leg as it screams out in pain. That was a solid hit.
And since I'm close, I pet him and say, good boy.
Now's at the end of your turn.
That is in, yes.
Okay, that brings us to our other ogre over here that sees its friend up there just swinging and hurting itself. It's going to run up straight ahead again, because these guys ain't the brightest, and just going to try to smash the closest thing possible, which is Wedge.
And my steel defender is not within 5 feet.
And a 24 is probably hitting.
Oh, no, not at all. Yes.
Do you have any extra tools to react?
You know what? I can cast Shield, I believe, as a reaction.
Now, I would not really recommend it in this case, but there's a slim chance that could help you, I guess.
No,
That
because
just adds 5 to your AC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not a
It
good
doesn't do
idea.
anything.
So you just take the hit then. As this great club, this massive club, about as big as your body, crushes onto you, and it's going to deal
Please be a 1.
a highly likely sizable piece of damage here. There they are.
More than one dice.
Shit. My health.
You take 16 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, that's not good.
What's your max health?
Oh, you're doing that thing?
21.
Okay.
I gotta roll a d20, right?
You do. Go ahead and make roll your d20.
Please be good. Please be good.
Just need I think it's a 10 or higher, if I'm not mistaken.
16
Okay.
plus 5.
That's plenty. The force of this club, it looks like it's about to smash you right in your, I'll say your left breast. With the force it's going at, it looks like it could have dented your arm in a way that it should not go at all. But you slightly twist as it still slams into you. You're still in one piece, but you take all that damage. That's the end of his turn. Next up is Darren. So,
Old Darren gun, dude.
I probably should have asked about this before, so I'll still do it if you want me to. Would you guys like me to be in control of Darren, or would one of you want to control him?
I think it'd make more sense if you did, but
Yeah, because we don't know all his movesets
Yeah.
and his class features. And
Very well. In that case, I'll do it, Darren. Darren sees you get nailed, Wedge, and
Nani?
the first thing he would do, because the kind of guy he is, he runs up to your almost shattered clavicle and maybe a couple left ribs and places his hand on your shoulder. And he is going to cast Cure Wounds.
oh wait,
He ran up to Wedge.
oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah, he ran around to Wedge.
Tight. It's grounded.
Wedge, you were going to heal for 8 damage.
I will take it.
As Darren heals you, he goes back to his sword. I know he has a shield on there, but he only has a long sword right now. And says, "Damned beasts are dumb, but they sure are strong. Hope you shouldn't be up here, little guy." And holds his ground.
What a cool guy.
So nice.
Bro.
I'm
Tonk.
kind of
Tonk.
screwed.
Tonk is gonna go ahead and attack the one that just tried to attack me. I mean, that's the only thing Tonk would do.
You're swinging at him? Okay.
I'm gonna swing at him with my war hammer. The natural 20.
Okay, so that's max damage by default. Roll a d20 again. And if you beat his
Just
AC...
a D20 or attacking?
Oh, it'd be like, I believe it's like another attack. Yeah, so add on your plus.
It's another natural
Holy
20.
shit!
He rolled 2 nat 20s in a row.
Okay, go ahead and roll another d20.
He just wanted to not get a D20.
I got a natural 19, but
Okay.
because of my fighter class, it is another crit.
You're fucking this dude up.
Okay, go ahead and roll another d20.
A 9.
Okay. All right.
You just used all your luck.
What's max damage? What is your max damage?
13.
Hold on.
39?
No.
No. 13 times 3?
4.
4.
Oh, 3. Yeah.
It's taking forever to load. What's 13 times 4?
Why is it 4?
Well, he did his max damage, then he rolled a d20, and he got another 20, so there's a max damage. Then he rolled a d20 for that d20. And it was so it'd be 3?
Yeah.
4.
I think it'd be 4. Yeah, it's 4.
But the fourth die, he rolled a 9.
52.
Thank you, Talk. It's gonna be that much damage. Tonk, you
I don't like it when ogres swing at me.
Yeah.
tell me that number again.
52.
That's a big boy number.
That is that's a grown man number.
I'm level 3, by the way.
Tonk, you go up with your mace and you
Warhammer.
grip it, or your warhammer. I'm sorry, your warhammer. This mighty weapon. You cock it over your shoulder. You see, it was the one with his club raised, yeah.
Correct.
You see him trying to pick on Wedge right now, and you look at him and you don't want to swing up this guy, so you just look at them knees. You look right at them knees, and you swing with as much force as you can. And you knock both of this thing's legs right under the knee clean off. Just one
Damn.
just swoop.
That's Tonk.
The ogre screams out in pain and takes 52 damage.
How's it looking, Jamie?
He's alive, screaming, dropped his club on the ground, just laying prone right
They
now.
got 60 plus hit points.
Yeah, this was considered a hard fight, but so Tonk, is that the end of your turn? Now keep in mind, that can happen to y'all too. If we go for it like that. Scary, scary.
In
Pendulum swings both ways.
Yeah.
So in theory, if he's on the ground, do I attack with advantage?
You do.
I'm gonna use my action surge. And I'm gonna go
Your
ahead.
dog likes you.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack again.
Go for
one
it.
that's laying on the ground. My first roll is an 18. My second roll is
Another
a
fucking nat 20?
21.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, and that's only 6 damage.
Cool. So you, after knocking them legs off, it's like you were still in momentum. You almost stagger forward a bit at the force of your swing, and as soon as he hits the ground and pops his head up and goes, "Roar!" You come back around and just right onto his head. It's nothing but jello now.
Oh! And I'm gonna slowly look up at his ogre buddy with a grin and end my turn.
Awesome.
All right, that's the end of Tonk's turn. Wesley.
All right.
I'm gonna go now, guys. I'll see you guys later.
Holy shit.
All right. Wesley's gonna just like, whoa. All right. So what's around me, Jamie? I want to use my catapult. What's around me?
Looks like right now,
How heavy is his head?
I mean, it's just there is no head. It's
Oh,
mush,
that's right. Okay, never mind.
jello fragments.
I need something hard and something sharp,
You'll find,
hopefully.
you'll find a couple rocks, a little bit of rocks laying on the
find
side of the
the
road.
rock-
Nothing big.
Okay.
Maybe about the size of your fist here and there.
All right. I'm gonna find the rockiest rock I got. Hopefully.
Find a pretty rocky rock off to
Okay.
the side.
Good. That's what I need.
How heavy was his club?
Oh, the club he's using?
Yeah.
Is it 5 pounds?
It's definitely more than 5 pounds.
Okay, I'm gonna find the heaviest 5-pound rock I can, and I'm going to Wesley's gonna point to it, be like, that one, and so a rat's gonna come out of his pants and go like this, kind of pick up the rock with its mouth and go aim it at this guy right here. Try to get a trajectory like that. Inhale its lungs, you'll just see it go, and then just go.
So when it
like
hails
that.
at lungs, it is just a rat, but do its sides like
Okay, so
suck
at
in
first-
and then like huge toad like skin pops out or something?
For the ratapult, it looks like a normal rat until it inhales, and then from nowhere, it kind of looks like the lungs just pop out, just from 2 lungs from its side.
Okay,
balloons.
so there's like holes in the side of it.
There's holes, but he wants it to look cute, so it's you don't really notice it.
They have smiley faces on the lungs or something?
Not this one.
Okay. So its lungs just inhale and just shoots this rock at this
Yeah.
ogre. Is that a dex saving throw?
This is a dex saving throw of 13.
It got a 9.
Okay, cool. So hold on a second. I forget how to do this.
We may need to adjust that chain 20 rule. I
3d8.
don't want to kill one of y'all like that. That'd be crazy. I was just thinking about if I did that to y'all, that would seem really mean.
What, get like 4 nat 20s in a row?
It's very unlikely.
I would deserve to die.
But if it happened, would y'all be dying to that?
I would accept my fate.
I mean, that's what
Alright, here we
the
go.
I would hate it,
the
but
D&D gods don't want me to play anymore.
Right, yeah. I'm destined to die at that
All right,
point.
fair enough.
7. So 16.
16 damage. Okay. This rock, it wasn't necessarily a sharpened rock, just regular rock on the side of the road. It's become a very dangerous weapon as it just takes a chunk of this ogre's side off of him as he just staggers over a bit with blood pouring out of the wound.
End of turn.
Is that where you want to go?
I'm just gonna stay there and just kind of be like, whoa.
I believe that's the end of round 1. The ogre is absolutely bloodied at this point. Flynn, you're up.
How does this guy look right now?
Bloodied,
Um,
with a piece of his side missing.
Oh yeah.
okay. I'm gonna call out to him.
Talk that shit.
But he's evil. We need him to die.
I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery. I'll kind of be, putting my loot back on my back and like pointing at him, like this as I'm saying it. And I'll say, let's see. You picked a poor day to waltz out of your pigsty, motherfucker, you dense bitch. Tell me, do you need a map to find your own ass, or are you just naturally gifted at being a dumbass?
What's
Wisdom
it?
save.
It's a whiz. That's he failed. He got a 3.
Okay. So he will take.
Oh, it looks like you're pointing to me in the fucking camera. I'd take collateral emotional damage.
Emotional damage. He will take 4 psychic damage, and he has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes.
Okay. He's looking real bad right now. He's not mortal yet.
Does he look sad?
He looks panicky.
Good.
Like he
End of
just
turn.
watched his buddy's head, kneecaps and head explode.
Wow. Okay. He looks panicky, but it looked like he was trembling a bit, about to turn to run. But he just looks like enraged, panicking, and desperately swings out at the closest thing possible, which would be. Is that 2 different targets in front of him? There's Wedge, and who else is that over there?
That's your
Darren.
boy Eden.
Yeah.
Eater meth. Eater meth.
Who's much taller than I am.
He swings
With disadvantage.
for Darren with disadvantage. And he got a 7, so that's not going to hit. He panics, swings at Darren, who hastily just ducks under the blow, like he was just ready for the ogre. He looks like he couldn't swing if he tried right now. And that's all the ogre can do.
Oh.
Wedge. No. Yes, Wedge.
Oh, okay.
Also, Darren and Tonk and Flynn is up next. And Wesley. So all y'all.
Oh shit.
It's all y'all, basically.
How big is he?
Large. So
Can I
we'll
run
say
underneath
like
his
he's like
legs?
maybe 8 feet.
Somebody bust out the playbook.
Oh, shock his balls.
Can I run underneath his legs?
Yeah.
All right. I would like to use shock and grasp, and I want to run in between his legs.
You can high five his scrotum again.
Yes. But I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna run my hands down my chest, get my static electricity, and get on the other side of his legs.
Make,
let me see.
Make an attack roll.
14 plus 5, that's 19.
Yeah, that's gonna roll one more d20.
Getting after them.
Roll more
meaty
d20
clackers.
and add your shock and grasp attack.
1d, what?
Just what pretend like you just shock and grasped again. What did you roll?
This is a 6.
Okay.
Plus 5.
All right, go ahead and roll your damage.
All right.
The extra d20 to see if something happens specifically because of testicular touching.
It's a serious thing.
2, damn it.
Okay. So
One damage each.
One for each.
you rub your coat and hastily run between his legs and just hold both your hands up and quickly
good.
slap because you don't want to go too far. You might get something weird. So you do a quick swing, but it seems like one of those testicles is bigger than the other. Like he has something weird going on, and you just get the right one, just the bottom of it, just slightly, as you shock it for 2 damage.
One hangs lower. That's weird, right, guys?
And then with my bonus action, I'm gonna tell Bug to attack,
Hey.
and he's gonna get closer. So he's in between Darren and Tom. It's only a 4.
Okay, that one's not going to hit. As I guess you're still defender, I guess, because it's attached to you. It kind of, we established thinks like you and acts like you. It also runs between its legs, trying to nip at one of them. And it just misses completely. It nips too low.
Okay.
Oh, but it's in a good position.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, next up is all of y'all still, but technically Darren. Darren
Yes,
will
we are.
see opportunity and to just see this ogre's really wounded. He's just going to run up with his long sword and take a swing at him. Oh, but he is...
Does he get advantage?
What does flanking do? You get plus something on your hit?
I think we said it's +2, right?
I'll look at our sessions.
Either way, in this situation, unless it's advantage, because I don't think we did advantage. We may have, just in case. Okay, even with advantage, regardless, he is going to miss. He runs up and takes a swing, but the ogre just has its club close to him and just cocks into the club as he pulls the sword back. Yeah, his next roll was a nat 1. His other roll was a 3.
Flanking will add a +2 if you're directly across.
+2 if you're adjacent. Well, not adjacent. I'm sorry, across.
Across.
Tonk and Wesley and Flynn, or just Tonk.
So Tonk is flanking with Wedge. So Tonk rolls.
As you're going up to attack, I'll pull my lute back out and play just a quick the quickest little bit of "Can you fear the Don't fear the Reaper," and cast Bardic Inspiration on you.
Oh, and that's a D6.
You have a D6 that you can add to your attack. I believe I actually have a thing. Let's see. So you can add it to an attack roll, or you could add it to the weapon damage from your roll.
Whoa, he can add weapon damage. Ooh. Tonk, what would you like to do? You rolled what?
I rolled a 9.
Okay. You want to try to get that 6 higher?
That's what I do. I'm assuming a 9 would miss.
It would.
So I'm gonna roll the 6 to get higher.
Mm-hmm.
And I rolled a 6.
Oh.
So I got a 13 plus the 2 for flanking.
That'll hit.
That will hit.
Sweet.
Came in handy.
And then Tonk will hit for 10.
10 damage. Okay. You go up to this girthy ogre, and you've seen your allies doing something beneath him, doing a little bit of damage, but you just go straight for that chest, tried and true, just bam, right into him. As you hit him for 10 damage,
10
you said?
damage.
Okay, he is mortal at this point, but still standing.
Now I'll just end my turn.
Okay. Wesley,
All right.
that was your bonus action, right, Flynn? Okay.
Wesley, being inspired by his mentor, he's going to try to shock his balls too. So I'm going to go over here. 5, 10, 15, 20. Like this, Mr. Avendon? Like this?
Get him,
You
boy.
watching? So he's going to come upon... This is Wesley's version of Shocking Grasp is called Mother and Children. So...
Mother and children.
yeah, so...
How's
he's
this
gonna-
work?
He's going to reach out like this. He has long sleeves on.
Uh-huh.
And a big fat rat is going to crawl out with its tail still going underneath his sleeve. Open its mouth. 2 smaller rats jump out and bite just like this, with their tails still connected to the inside of their mother. And then it's going to shock. Kind of like a rat taser.
Yeah.
Are they like pinkies?
It's like Alien. And
They're
like,
baby rats, baby mice, and then a big mother rat.
make an attack roll.
All right, how do I do this again?
Just roll a d20 plus whatever Shocking Grasp says to add.
Oh, d20 plus 6, actually. 3 plus 6, Jamie. But I get advantage because
You get a +2.
I get
+2.
okay. 3 plus 6 plus 2
What's that, an 11?
could be higher.
Well, if it's an 11, it hits.
Oh yeah,
It's definitely 11.
yeah, it is.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right, I deal 1d8.
Use these tiny rat taser teeth from a mother rat from your sleeve.
Right in his balls.
Bite into it. No, this was just on the ogre's arm.
I got a 4.
4 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, they bite, just send a little electricity through this thing. It tries to swat the rats off, and they quickly scurry back up your sleeve as it takes 4 damage. But he is still standing.
Oh shit, I'm gonna end my turn just like, oh shit. I just shocked his balls and he's still standing. End of turn.
That's going to be the end of the round. Flynn, you still have an action, and a reaction, and a free action, and movement.
I'm gonna stay right where I am. I'm good. I'm happy where I'm at.
Yeah.
And I'll take out my short bow and try to get a hit there. I assume I get the +2.
Oh, does he for long range?
Far?
For range, I would say no. Has to be melee for flanking.
You know what? I think I was remembering it backwards. It's actually like the opposite if there's a bunch of shit. But he's short. I can shoot over him.
Yeah, you won't have to make any additional checks as a regular shot.
All right.
These poor ogres. I expected so much.
22.
Yeah, that hits.
I tried to tell them there was better place down the road.
They should have listened.
They should have. That's D6. 3 damage as I poke him.
All right, well, you shoot him, and the arrow sticks into him, and it looks like he's going to fall, but he barely catches himself as he is still alive with 1 HP remaining.
I spit on him.
He's very nice.
He's as mortal gets.
He's got 1 mortal.
And I only say that because, unless Flynn, you have anything else.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think I do.
Oh shit! I'm about to get my ass smacked.
Not that I'd be able to do. Nope.
It is the ogre's turn. Probably his last, but it's still his turn. Who is in front of him right now? Wedge or Wesley?
Wesley.
Wesley.
Well, in front of him?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wesley, Darren, and Tom, technically, and
I shocked his balls last though, so.
Wesley, Darren, Tom. Okay, well, he actually swings for Darren. As he takes his great club with one hand, just panicking, swings down at him.
And my Still Defender will use his reaction to do deflect attack.
So he has disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. Did you do some vicious mockery to him too? Do you have just... No, you just shot. Okay. So a 5 plus 6 is an 11. That is not going to be enough to hit Darren. He's just and swings. Darren quickly sidesteps and the club crashes into the ground. The ogre has nothing but panic on his face as it's all of your turns.
Let's do a group shock his balls.
Should we just all attack at once?
can we do like an Avenger style slow mo? Like we all jump at him at the same time.
Yeah.
Let's fuck him up, boys.
I start like rubbing the shit out of my coat. I'm like,
Swing with whatever you want. Daggers, fists, go for it.
Just gonna start stomping it now.
Tonk rolls a 12.
Are we just rolling? We just rolling? Okay,
You
let's roll.
want to attack? Yeah, go for it.
It's 14 plus
Six
plus 1,
damage from
15.
Tonk.
I roll a 4.
15.
I just go like this.
Okay, I guess, yeah, and Flynn, you just hanging out?
No, I'm adding to this.
And Darren's going to go for it too.
Dogpile this bitch.
Can I do a special shock and grasp?
Darren's not going to be involved because he misses.
Oh, no, I missed too. So, never mind.
I'm just going to say you were too slow to move in as your allies move in closer.
My dog can
Tonk's,
attack.
Go
Tonk's
right.
bloodthirst
Damn it.
is overwhelming.
Everybody on my side is just
There's no
standing
good.
down.
So
No
just
good.
2 of you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna step to the side, grab my loot,
It would have been funny.
and
1 HP and we all whiff the attack.
play a series of notes that's going to trigger a minor illusion. And the minor illusion, I want it to be like a small but contained explosion behind them as they're all jumping in, and I want to stand in the back like,
What are you attacking with, Wesley?
I just Wesley's just gonna get his little knife out that he uses to skin stuff, and he's just like, "We gotta kill you! Take that, evildoer!"
Wesley leaps with his dagger raised. Tonk does the same with the mace raised, and both of you just slam onto this ogre as it falls to the back as an explosion happens behind you. Wedge started to step forward, and Darren too, but they both just stop, realizing they're not going to make it in time to hit him. And the ogre's dead. He falls over.
Yay!
And that's the end of combat.
Combat round.
Man, that's a big boy.
See, Darren, you didn't think we had it because we were adventurers. But, when we are able to just absolutely decimate 2 ogres, there's not need of much learning.
Darren looks at you with a hint of fear and surprise as he turns to you and says, How much force did you have to use to... It's not even sharp. You sent his legs clean off.
I drunkenly... I just swing for the fences, boss.
Noted. That is something I'll keep in mind. And he looks at you warily.
His arms are quite strong from all of the
Stonework.
stone work that he does.
Oh, yeah, a lot of stone work.
Polishing.
He'll ask, is everyone all right? Any wounds?
I think he's
I'm
the
still
only
a little-
one that hurt.
I'm still a little messed up.
I don't think the ogres hit anyone else.
How bad do you look?
He sheaths his long sword on his back and walks
I
up to you.
can't think. I remember like what bloody or whatever. But I'm bloodied at least.
He
I got less than half my HP.
he kneels next to you, so he's a little more level with you, and says, "Hold still. This'll take a moment." And he places both hands on you as he casts Lay on Hands, and he's going to heal you for 15.
And I would like to, as he's doing that, feel the warmth of it coming over my body and just kind of whisper to him, like, go lower.
He quickly takes his hands off and says, "Yep, that should be good." All right.
How much was it?
15.
Nice.
So, ogres on the
back
trail, and we just face them head on, and just... You lot are far more capable than I could have imagined. Could have used you back when in my heyday. So, good job.
See? We're not so bad. A little weird. A lot of ball touching.
As he says that, I want to be rummaging through like the ogres' like pants and stuff to see if they have anything on them. Or
One of them actually had a small pouch, like kind of like a bandolier with a pouch on his chest. But when you open it inside, you just find like 3 fingers, almost like a little bag of chips for him.
That's lucky where I come from.
Do you want them?
No, absolutely
What's
not.
the bag made out of? Leather?
Some sort of skin.
I'm going to take the bag.
I mean, that's technically leather.
Yeah.
Could be. It is dark brown. Could be animal skin.
Yeah, I'm going to take the
That's
leather
probably
bag.
not it.
Okay.
And
You take a pouch.
Do we need these guys as pelts too?
no, I think we're good.
No, I think should be fine. You know what? And I think they're fine just right here where they lay.
Okay.
Something will eat them.
Not me.
No, I've eaten some stuff in my time, but ogres doesn't sit well with me.
Give me that mouse, please, Mr. Flynn.
I shall.
You have the roll 20 screen so people can see the map. They can't see the map.
Oh shit.
So you all are in the middle of the Triboar Trail still, just hanging
I'll
out.
fix it while you talk.
Oh, you got it? Okay. It's a little early in the day. It looks like there's still about a day's travel to get to your destination, as you are cutting to Coneyberry, I believe was the goal, not the well right now. Okay, so you're still about a day out. It looks like you'll make it to your destination early morning after this last camping session, unless you want to push through the night. What would you like to do?
Give it a shot.
Wait, do we just leave already?
Thank you. No, you're still standing there.
Okay.
Yeah, right now the party, all y'all are just kind of standing around some dead ogre corpses.
Well, if we're needing to make haste, then I think that maybe we push forward, we get to Coneyberry, take care of what we need to take care of there, then swing south down to the old owl well, handle the undead business there, get our good friend Darren back in time to do whatever the fuck he wanted to do with his daughter that's visiting.
You make it sound so weird. I just
What's weird? You want to go do stuff with her? Like,
That's
go
a
eat?
proper recap of the plan.
this is not inaccurate. It's just the phrasing, I suppose.
It's okay to love your daughter, Mr. Eater Myth.
Are you ashamed of that?
No, not
I
at
have
all.
kids and I love them a lot.
You're the one that's kind of
You
making
have
this
children.
weird.
Yeah, didn't I tell you?
No.
Son and a daughter.
Wife?
Yes, that's how I make the kids.
You don't need a wife to make kids.
No, I've seen him make some things without anything.
Yeah, do you consider those your children?
They're just my friends.
Okay. Still wish you had us back in your heyday.
Absolutely. With arms like those and the magics I see you infused to him, and you with your rats and your weird... You just rub yourself and it's just electric. It's just amazing.
Let's be fair, you rubbed me too.
It doesn't have to be weird, yet you insist.
I'm lighting up one of my cigars.
All right, the point is, we should hurry. You want to see your daughter. I think we push through. Right? Like
roll.
projections?
Yeah, we can keep going.
Given how long we've traveled and where we are on the map, we could make it to Coneyberry, but it would be tonight if we don't camp again. So, do you wish to push through the darkness? I don't recommend it, but we could.
What dangers do you think we'll run into should we push through the night?
These trails are known for quite a few things. Ogres, for one, and emotions towards the corpses. I would not want to be approached by those in the darkness. Goblins, for sure. They've been known to raid the trail. Hobgoblins, I believe, in some cases. There hasn't been a dragon in quite a while, or some drake, or a wyvern. There was a nest called Wyvern Tor not far from here, actually around Coneyberry, but they don't settle there anymore. There hasn't been a report of them in years. Just a whole lot of dangers that are better dealt with in the light rather than the darkness.
All right, so pro-con. We walk as far as we can, maybe at a hurried pace. We get off the road and camp. Hopefully keep our voices down and not draw any unwanted attention. Get back on the road to Coneyberry first thing in the morning. Take care of Coneyberry. How long does it take to get there to the well?
From Coneyberry to the well, that's about maybe half a day.
All right, and then what? A day from there back to Phandelver?
To Phandelver from the well? That's another 3 days.
We run really fast.
Without horses, that I couldn't physically run that fast. If you can, there's a magic you haven't shown me yet.
And how much time do we have?
Well, I need to be back within 7 days. We've been out here for only about 3, I believe. So we'll have a whole day there.
We could still do it then. Be tight. We could do it.
With the well and Coneyberry, yes, it is absolutely feasible.
Well, I think we're already on the Coneyberry train. We missed our turn back there. Not missed, but didn't take it. So, all right, fuck it. We're going to Coneyberry. We'll go as long as we can in the daylight. Yeah.
It's fine with me. You all?
Sounds like a good plan.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Works for me.
Hey.
You slap your chest twice and start walking. Okay, so you all are proceeding. We're leaving the ogres behind, yes?
Yeah, they're just gonna rot.
Okay, we'll leave them on the trail as a message to others. How dare they be aggressive on the trail
Mess with my tight crew.
as you proceed on. Your travel is unhindered. You don't see anyone else on the road for quite a few hours as you travel down the road, and there's plains all about, the occasional tree on the side of the road and whatnot, until evening sets in again, and you're fairly close to Coneyberry, but to proceed, you would have to be traveling in the darkness. Are we setting up camp?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very well. You set up camp for the evening, and I have to ask again, how are we going about that? We just setting bags out and sleeping, or what are we doing?
I would ask first Darren to find us an apropos spot to camp, because none of us know what the fuck we're looking for when it comes to a camping spot.
Yeah, my idea of camping is a nice hotel.
Darren looks around. He seems to be more nonchalant, strangely. He was pretty thorough before, as he says, well, I mean, it's just all space around us. I mean, but that clearing is as good as that clearing, I suppose.
You think a clearing is going to be better than, like, I look around, is there, like, wooded or treed areas?
Yeah, tree line.
Not where you are currently.
All right.
He then says, doesn't he have the odd hound to help?
It's true, he does.
Yeah, because we got the kinks worked out on that, on what to look out. Like, owlbear right in my face. Bad.
No, I'm no science person. I'm sure you have it.
No? All right. Well, this is, about as good a place as any.
He nods and just starts grabbing random brush. Looks like he wants to set up even if it's a short-lived campfire, because none of you have lumber or wood or anything, right?
No.
Not on us.
Okay.
Just something maybe to cook on.
You settle down for the evening. What are you all doing for the evening? Is it straight to bed? Are we working on anything? Talking about anything?
I'm probably going to polish up my Steel Defender, check for anything like loose bolts, nuts. Make sure he's in tip-top shape.
Okay.
I'd be pulling my keg out of his stretch hole.
I just go like this so he can pull off my jacket.
I do that. I keep my keg out, but I'd like to go over and sit next to Wesley for a minute.
Do you take off his jacket and you pull out your giant keg?
Yeah, well, yeah. Shimmy the keg out of the jacket.
What do you do with his jacket afterwards?
I toss it back to Wedge.
His jacket just slaps you in the face, Wedge.
Put it back on.
don't press your luck, buddy.
What do you do after that?
I go sit next to Wesley with my big old keg. Hey, so Wesley, you know what I did to that ogre over there? I felt really lucky.
It was pretty amazing, Mr. Stone Dong.
Oh, thank you, sweet boy. I wonder if your girl had something to do with these rolls or with these attacks.
Perhaps.
Well, I didn't want to say it because I didn't want Flynn to think anything weird, but I feel it too, Mr. Stone Dong. I didn't get stabbed this time.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, that's real. You didn't get held down and stabbed like a mugging.
Like normally.
Normally, yeah, no, Flynn. I didn't like her either. The way she crept in the room and everything like that. But like,
She's just quirky, Mr. Stone Dong.
if her luck, shoots her right like this, like, I mean, I can't be opposed to how good this is. I might have to look into, studying the Lady of the Luck.
Don't detract from your own skills.
Oh, I think Flynn heard us.
Oh, hello, Mr. Flynn.
I'm just sitting like 15 feet away.
Yeah, there's not a lot of noise out here. It's just you guys. And, the wind just.
Oh, yeah,
Brushing.
I wasn't trying to be quiet, but
It's a little
You
chilly.
were showing quite the perfect form. I saw it.
yeah, but like, yeah, I am pretty good, aren't I?
Right. So you want to take that and throw it all away to some god of luck?
No, you're right, but I mean, do we really know if it was luck or strength?
I mean, can one really know anything?
I take a big old swig of my keg. Oh, I think you're onto something. I'm gonna go to bed.
I won't say it's not a. I won't say it's a bad thing to have a blessing from Lady Luck, but I'm not going to let that take away from what we do.
Well, I felt good after she blessed me, and I think that was the luck.
I'm sure you did feel good after she blessed you.
That must be what it is.
I'm sure it is. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, Mr. Flynn. I'm proud of you too. Anyways, do you mind if, you wait after me to talk to her? Whenever we talk to her?
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
I'm not gonna steal your girl. Don't worry about it.
No, it's not anything like that. I just think I should talk to her first.
You should tell her.
Why?
No reason?
Fair enough.
You should tell her you did that to the ogre.
I couldn't do that, Mr. Stone Dong.
I allow you to.
How many rats would you say you have under that coat at any given time?
Do you want to see?
No. Just tell me.
Hold on, let me.
How many
actually
rats
have a
we
number.
got?
I have a number.
And while you're looking that up, Darren is actually off to the side as well. You see him doing this. Seems like he's focusing or meditating or perhaps even praying right now. Go ahead.
I have about 9, but sometimes I meet more. And
You meet more.
Mhm.
Like from where?
well, wherever they're around, they're usually around dumpsters and just wherever I hang out.
They come to you or you go to them?
Well, I go to them and I give them a little food and then I come back and they're there and they want more and then we get to know each other.
Do they all have names?
They do.
What was the names of the ones, the mother and children rats?
Oh, I just like to call them mother and sons because they were together when I last found them.
Adorable.
I didn't want to separate them, so I kept them together.
I'll look over to Darren. What gods do you pray to?
He's quiet for a few more seconds, and then he takes a deep breath and places his hands together once, and then stands up and says, "Helm."
Ah, justice.
Indeed. And as justice is done in different ways, I tend to follow the more devotion path. Aid others, have courage, try to do the right thing. Simple tenets, but I'll live and die by them.
Well, let's hope you don't die by them.
I am not to yet. Honestly, I did not expect to find myself out here again doing this, but boy, is it a rush again,
Yeah.
being on the road.
We're glad to have you.
Glad to be here. I almost wish my daughter wasn't visiting soon, and I'd stay out here longer, but alas, parenting and a child is very important.
It is. We won't tell her you said that either.
I would appreciate that.
I'll finish kind of just playing whatever. I'm just kind of picking around, not playing anything specific at this point.
I would like to join the conversation and ask Flynn, speaking of gods and faith and beliefs, what do you believe in?
Well, I suppose if you're speaking of gods,
No,
Not
not
really.
specifically.
I believe in doing good. I believe in doing the right thing. And, I don't know, music, booze, and women.
Not too personal. What brought this sense of justice into your life?
Oh, I wouldn't call it justice. Oh, just, I'm not the vengeful type. I am not one to let things go, I guess you could say. But where I come from, it was very dog eat dog. You had to survive. Everybody was kind of looking out for their own, even within your own family, a lot of the times. And I have no desire to perpetuate that life and continue that. And if I can, I will help my family bring themselves out of that. But I need quite a bit more pocket change before I can do that.
I get it.
You
Thank
know,
you for sharing.
following those tenets, you sound like you'd be a prime candidate for the Order of the Gauntlet. Have you heard of them?
Heard of them? Yes.
Darren actually reaches into his jacket pocket and takes out an emblem. And it looks...
A gauntlet.
I'm going to go take us to Phandelver real quick. It looks like this. He holds it in the palm of his hand and says, I may be retired, but I was an active member of the Order of the Gauntlet. I believe I may have even told you this before. I don't recall. But either way, I have pretty heavy sway with them. If you are, to be honest, if any of you follow similar tenets, you'd be welcome to join.
Well, what's required?
The same thing you said already. The idea of justice, doing right in the world, trying to better the lives of others.
Right, but then you're beholden to some hierarchy and rank, and you have to do a bit of a free spirit, I suppose you could say.
You're not wrong. If you were an active member, they could call upon you. At the same time, if you needed information and you happen to be another member of the Gauntlet around, there's no quicker way to earn trust. Not that you have to make a decision now, of course. And he pockets it and says, simply letting you know that the offer's available. You've proven yourselves and your valor already.
I'll think about it.
He nods to you and looks at all the rest of you. Again, it applies to any of you who are interested.
I'll put my loot down to the side and lay down on my sleeping bag. Just kind of look up at the stars. Should have bought a tent. And I'll go to sleep.
I want
Don't we
to
have a tent?
make my way over
I
to
don't.
Tonk and ask if I can't see your Warhammer for the night.
What are you gonna do to it? I'm a little inebriated.
Gonna see if I can't
Okay,
improve it
here.
a little bit. Oh, thank you. Now I have the biggest smile and this huge ass Warhammer. Like, I'm gonna take it over to my sleeping bag.
I'm gonna follow you, Mr. Ravenden. What are you gonna do with that?
I can show you. And I'm going to take out that +1 sword that we got a while back.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to transfer. I'm going to take.
You want to suck the magic one, put it to the other.
Yep.
So you're infusing technically, right? So
Yes.
you would use one of your infusions for this?
For that day, so I wouldn't be able to infuse anything else.
Correct.
So I'm stuck with my infusions that I have, and can't change them.
Very well. You will spend 4 hours before going to sleep sucking the magic out of one object and putting it in another.
How are you sucking it?
You will have a +1 warhammer tomorrow morning.
I
Dog.
I make a kind of a.
Also, it would be considered magical as well. +1 weapons magical, Flynn? Remind
Yes.
me. Or is it just a +1?
It's up to you. It could be just a very finely crafted thing, but it's not going to deal like magic damage.
Okay, so yeah, it's just a +1. No magic damage still. Still going to be slashing
then I
or
got a
whatever.
question.
Blunt.
If it's not magical, can I transfer it?
That is a good question. The short sword you found has no other properties than being a +1, so in that case,
Oh,
it
never
would not
mind.
be magical.
Never
I
mind.
apologize, Tonk.
I got some paint. We could paint it.
However, there may be magical items in the future he could do that with, so keep in mind, our artificers have big brains. They can do some crazy stuff.
Oh, so big.
In that case, I didn't do any of that shit. I'm still in my sleeping bag.
I'll kind of look it up too, just to make sure.
Besides that, all of you laying down for the evening?
Man, shit. Hold on. I might.
Hold
You
on.
go ahead. I need to research something because I forget how my infusions work real quick.
Sure.
Oh, can I switch out my infusion items?
I believe every long rest you could switch out 2 infusions. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. 'Cause
And
all we
you have a
is-
max amount you can do, but you can do 2 every night. For instance, your bag of holdings, an infusion, a +1 to attack be infusion, and infusion, +1 to defense be infusion, etc.,
Oh, I
etc.
got 2 infusions or 3 right now.
2. We only have
Oh, I
2.
got 2. Okay.
So, weapon +1, +2, and +3. Like it is listed in the Dungeon Master's Guide under magic items. It does say you have a bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. Bonus is determined by the weapon's rarity. So either +1, +2, +3.
Does it mention damage types?
It doesn't. That's all it says. That's literally the entirety of the.
In that case, I'll just go by the item description and say, well, it is a +1. It doesn't have magical energy inside of it.
That's fine.
Okay.
Then based on what we said, I cannot do that then.
Just a finely crafted item.
So when you're all laying down for the evening, does your Steel Defender have a name again? Bug? Okay, we'll call it Bug. So Bug is just walking around the perimeter, just honing in, looking through the plains, seeing if anything weird's going on.
And he knows not to let anything get close, no matter what it is. If he can chew it up, it's okay. Like if squirrels, snakes are bad.
Well, you told me it's basically what you would do if something was approaching.
Exactly,
And I'm
yeah.
assuming if a rabbit came near, you wouldn't freak out. Right?
Correct.
But if that rabbit came near and turns out it was a vampire rabbit that could grow like 8 times in size and bite you, you wouldn't have any idea and it would still attack, right?
Why are you making this so difficult?
I just wanted to know. I'm just curious.
He's
I'm just messing
murdering
with you.
everything. He's
I'm just
murdering
messing with you.
Crickets,
So-
rabbits.
The evening goes by, nothing happens. It's a nice peaceful sleep. You all get a long rest.
Oh, that's so.
Yay. I'm gonna change my infusion, Jamie. Do I have to tell you what it is?
I mean, I trust you. Just, follow the rules
Okay.
and whatnot.
I'm getting rid of my arcane focus.
Sure. Do you have another item to take its place?
Yes, I want alchemy jug.
Well, no. I meant like when you cast spells, it's normally verbal, semantic, and material, but the material can. Whoops. The material
That's a lesson to all you.
can be replaced by just a generic jack-all item, which is called a magic focus or an arcane
What are
focus.
your infusions? Because we can use any of our fusions as a focus.
Really?
Yes. Any item that an artificer has infused can be used as their arcane focus.
What's the point of infusing an arcane focus then?
Plus
Because
1?
you.
Oh, it gets +1 to your
Yeah.
spell. Okay, that makes sense. So, what's going to be your focus for the day? The jug?
My focus is always
Shocking
like
grasp pulls out a jug.
It was always the rat brains.
Rat brains?
Yeah, that's what I thought, unless that's not cool. Were you talking about like how someone has like a focus to cast spells?
Yeah, like it'll say like you need an acorn or you have an arcane focus, and you cast through that, something like that, to cast a spell.
Because like I would imagine each spell is in rat, and each rat would be like technically the focus.
Do you have a rack that just like hangs out on a cross or something you hold up, or?
Well, he's got tools. He can just use his tools as the focus.
That's true. Your toolkit could be a focus or a tool from it. Don't worry about it. You got it covered. You have plenty of items to pick from. Just know that you have to have that item, and if an enemy strips it away from you or knocks it away, you can't
so
cast.
I can't just have like multiple focuses. I could just have to have one.
I mean, you can carry as many as you want, but it's a specific item.
Okay.
They cost a certain amount of money. It takes a certain amount of time if you want to make one, etc., 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 etc.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right. Okay.
All right. Morning comes. Everyone subtract a ration, unless we're taking an exhaustion.
My studded leather.
Then you can use your studded leather as the focus.
Taking a ration.
Okay.
You two subtract a ration or exhaustion.
'Cause you're
Darren
not
will
on
do the
using my
same.
jacket all the time, 'cause that's my.
Or go hunting if anyone
So
wants
you
to
can use
try
your armor
that.
as your focus.
Okay.
I tried that.
It can go so well.
I don't know what to do with it once I catch it.
It's a little cloudy today, actually, as you all wake up. You look up and the sun is shining, but there's quite a few clouds, and the sky is slightly gray. Looks like it may rain, or it could just be a foggy type of day. It's hard to tell currently. What would you like to do?
I want to walk up over to Mr. Stone Dong and go, "Hey, Mr. Stone Dong,
Hey boy.
I got you this, and it's gonna be a mug, and it's gonna be full of beer, and it smells really good.
Oh,
I got you this because I didn't want you to think I was being weird yesterday when I told you I wanted to talk to Sister Grace first.
okay.
Here you go.
He just hands you a mug of ale out of nowhere. He didn't have a keg.
I'm gonna sniff it. Does it smell like ale?
It smells like, it says I could produce beer, but so it's beer, but I would want it to be really good.
It just smells like strong beer.
I'll just throw a pack.
Do you want some more, Mr. Stone
Yeah,
Dong?
I need at least 2.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my alchemy jug.
So he pulls out this jug about yay tall, 2 handles on it, and it has cork after cork after cork after cork after cork on it.
Oh,
with different colors.
I thought I was making an item that pretty much is an alchemy jug, but it's not an alchemy jug.
Oh, you're right. You explained. I'm sorry. That's a
Okay,
real
sorry
alchemy
about
jug.
that, buddy. So I'm bringing out Mother, and I'm just gonna pull on its nipples and milk some beer out of its nipples.
Oh my
He
god.
pulls out a rat that has nipple after nipple after nipple after nipple on it, and the nipples are different colors as well. And he picks one and he just squeezes on it, and an inhuman amount of liquid comes out of it. Like it should not come out of this rat, and goes into the mug.
Wait, since it's the rat, would it be in
Here you go, Mr. Stone Dong. I could make 4 gallons.
I
of
meant
this
like
for
the
you.
nipple
Yeah,
is yeah.
I grab. Is this what I just drank?
Yes,
like
Mr.
both-
Stone Dong. I made it myself.
I'm definitely clipping this part.
Tonk is just gonna shrug and drink it this second nail. Because he's got a drinking too.
The rat milk is delicious.
It's not milk, it's beer.
Oh, I know.
Don't call it that.
Okay.
He just came out of his nipple. I was just calling it that.
I can make wine too, Mr. Stone Dong, if you're
No,
feeling
wine's
fancy.
gross enough, especially out of a.
I hear
rat
wine and I'm
nipple.
like, yeah?
Would you like some wine, Mr. Raven?
Yes, I would.
Okay, just 1 second. I'm gonna get the other nipple. Oh wait, wait. I don't think I could do that.
Well, the nipples are color coded, I believe, too. Are they?
I think once the jug starts producing a liquid, it can't produce a different one or more of one until it's reached its maximum, right? So
Yeah, it's like it fills up.
So I have to wait until I pour out 4 gallons of beer.
Well, you could just
use the
milk
other
out 4 gallons, I guess.
Don't you dare waste.
Honestly,
I moved my keg. You can just
Oh, yeah. It's
refill my keg.
sure thing, Mr. Stone Dong. And I'm just gonna tug on that nipple until I guess 4 gallons comes out.
Yeah.
Does 4 gallons fit in there?
How much ale have you drank from your keg?
We've
At least half?
around half.
Okay, yeah.
How many
I think.
gallons does it hold? Did we ever decide that?
I mean, it's a big barrel. I would imagine at least 8 gallons. Maybe more than that. Maybe like 12.
You're back. You're about to have a full
I'm
keg
back
again.
at it.
Yeah, you're fully loaded with combined ale now. You mixed your beverages.
That should be fine. I'm sure that there won't be any repercussions
It's
of
an
having.
ale blend.
Let me know when you drink
blend.
moving forward.
Oh no.
I can also make 8 gallons of fresh water. Goddamn. All right, cool.
You can make mayonnaise, oils, a
Yeah,
whole lot of
honey.
stuff with chuck.
Oh yeah, this is a useful one. Yeah. I'm glad I did
Mayonnaise
this one.
out the rat. All right, so you get your alchemy rat, and you fill up his barrel of ale. Both of you see this all go on. Darren's woken up. He was rolling up his bedroll, and he looks over. He sees this happening. He's just staring.
Good morning. Can I offer you something to drink?
I'm all right, thank you.
How do you think Helm feels about this?
I am not.
Can you make wine?
Oh yeah, I can.
I didn't know rats could do that.
I didn't
Yeah,
either.
I'm just
I
gonna
mean-
stand under you and just be like, ah.
Oh,
God.
you want it from the tap, Mr.
Yeah,
Raven?
yeah.
Okay.
It seems as though each day we stray further from him.
Darren dry heaves for a moment.
Is it good?
It is delicious.
I'll stick up my.
Sure thing, Mr. Stendhal.
Just a little bit, not a whole lot.
Okay.
I don't like wine.
I'm
It's
gonna
just-
put my thumb a bit over the just to control it a bit more. Like
So
that.
sprays out into the
There
mud.
you go.
Oh,
Yeah, hell no.
Wesley, I like your style.
Thank you, Mr.
Good.
Raven.
Waste not, I suppose.
So you got my hammer? What'd you do to my hammer? I'm so excited. I went to bed last night so excited about my hammer.
Oh no.
See what I was researching,
No?
and
Uh-huh.
I was not able to do what I wanted to do on it,
Oh, okay. So,
so I polished it.
okay. That's fine.
Oh,
Thank
there you
you for polishing my hammer.
So it's cleaner, and I got all the gunk and the blood off of it from yesterday.
Oh, you polished my
But
hammer.
I polished your hammer. It was a mighty hammer. It was rigid, and I just stroked it for 4 hours
Oh,
and just getting it as clean as possible.
no, that's so nice of you. That's
The handle was much taller than me, so I was just cleaning the. It was.
I like walk up while he's doing this and like start putting my sleeping bag in his coat.
Just pulling like on the neck part.
Yeah, just,
And I'm going like this, getting jumped out.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Thanks for polishing my hammer.
Anytime.
Jamie, I also want to put the rat nipple above me and kind of take a shower with fresh water so I could wash all the blood off me if it's still on me.
What? Okay, the drinking, I understand. What are you doing
I'm trying to get this blood off of me
with the rat milk?
with the water.
Different nipple.
He walks up and looks at it and sees I think it's 12 nipples on it.
Oh, that's a lot of nipples, dude. Hold on.
However many the jug has on it.
I want to get
12.
behind Darren and try to signal to Wesley to like squirt him. I'm like,
Okay, Mr. Raven. I'm gonna giggle.
He walked up like he was about to check it, but go ahead.
I'm gonna squirt a little bit. You like?
You just laugh and just spray me. Oh God! Never. Oh. Why? Why would you do that?
I'm
is
sorry. I thought we
laughing?
were just having fun.
I don't want rat milk on my face.
It's just water. It's just water, Mr. Eatermeth.
Why would you
What in the gods?
I'm just gonna keep showering my blood because I assume I haven't like washed it off since.
no, you didn't.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna take if it takes 8 gallons to wash me, I'll just do it.
just sit there whining for
I could pour out 2 gallons a
at
minute.
this point, I've just sat down on the ground and I'm just like watching.
He walks over to Flynn and just sits next to you and says, "Well, ready to go whenever."
Might be a minute.
Okay, I'm all clean. Mother goes up my sleeve again.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
I'll be honest with you, I don't either.
Does he act like that just
It
out in
gets
the, at
weirder.
regular people?
It gets weirder every day.
If he runs into someone mean, he's going to have a problem. You should talk to him about that. He cannot take a rat's nipple and bathe in it, even if it is just water. Society will shun him.
Well, I mean, right. Between me and you, I don't think he's had a lot of interaction with society.
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm just gonna be looking around.
Like reach for a bug.
I didn't hear any of that.
Yeah, they were just they were off to the side, kind of talking in hushed tones to each other.
I'm just waiting for everyone to get ready to walk.
Do you want to walk with your rat familiar thing that I got for you?
You talking about Mr. Raven Den too? The little
Yeah,
plush
yeah.
doll? Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna.
Does
pull
it
out my-
walk or something? Or does it? I thought
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
just a plush doll.
No, it's a somewhat living.
Oh, I need to
thing.
do that in my notes then.
what is
But you
that?
got like a rat Segway?
No,
Is
it's
it to my right?
no. It's just a little familiar rat that's not as gross looking as his rat.
Mine weren't
What does it
gross
do?
looking.
It's basically just
Just
for
hangs
him.
out?
It's an emotional support rat.
Okay.
That's not as disgusting as his other one.
Okay. Good
feel
ESR. I've seen those, yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Raven Den. I feel bad for Mr. Flynn growing up so poor like that. He didn't even have a job.
Did he not have a job? Did
No,
he
you said, right? You were just... No, that's what I thought.
stealing? Yeah.
Yeah, just stealing. But I'm glad he's looking out for his
Nobody
family.
asked.
Yeah, but I think some of us might have had it worse. I'm just staring at Wesley. And he doesn't do anything.
No, he's just a regular happy boy. Like he had a great life so far.
Well, maybe we can make him something.
We'll make him something. I can make him something.
Yeah.
I'll make him something.
So it's a cloudy morning again. Could rain. It's a bit more chilly than it has been. What are you all doing?
We're headed
Off
toward
the Coney Bay?
Coney Bay.
All right, you continue on the Tribord Trail with the goal of Coneyberry. But before we head out truly, we're going to take a quick break.
Oh,
Give us about 10 minutes. We'll be right back.
Yes.
I need to leak the alchemy jug, if you know what I'm saying.
And we are back.
I gotta go pee.
You know, if you had to, I'm not gonna hold it to you. You can pee if you need to pee.
Another pee break.
You guys are. You woke up. It's morning. You ate. We had a little thing with rat nipples. Whole lot's happened this morning.
All clean.
What are we doing now? We proceeding on, or we got something to camp to
Yeah,
do?
we'll get on that road.
Yeah, packing everything up.
I'm like the dad trying to get everybody. It's time for vacation. Like,
All right, kids, come on.
I'm in my
In the car.
khakis. Let's go.
I think of vacation. That old movie Vacation. All right, so you guys head back out on the Tribal Trail. As you're traveling, about 3 hours go by till finally you see the trail leads right into what looks like a village. Except the village itself is definitely not in the best of conditions. Ruined buildings, broken roofs. It looks pretty bad in the distance. But you guys are approaching this place now. Are we just proceeding on?
I'll turn to everybody and say I think we've found Coneyberry.
It definitely looks a ruined.
Just look how you thought it would look.
He looks towards the village, and also there seems to be. It finally gets more wooded. The tree line was closing in on you a bit more and more as you approach this place, and it looks like you have to go through some trees to even get to the village itself now. And Darren says, "It's much worse than I last remember, but you don't know what's been through here, so it looks like the place."
Or what's living here currently. Well, we know at least one thing. Well, maybe not living, but either way, we should be careful.
Indeed.
Who has the comb?
That's exactly what I was about to ask. And because we don't know when she's going to appear, if she's going to appear, how much trouble it's going to be. Who has the comb? And you're going to ask the question then, right? What's the question you're going to ask?
I wrote it down here.
Good, because all I have is Bo Gently spellbook.
What do you know about the spell book from the legendary mage Bo Gentle?
Is that what?
Yeah, that is what it is. I just made sure we knew it, so we know we didn't mess this up for Sister Grail.
Where she told us not to ask it a second question, right?
Yeah.
Like only one
You
question.
can only ask one question.
And then we leave.
So nobody else needs to say anything.
Okay.
I thought I had it here somewhere. I know I have it
I should
somewhere.
double check if I'm right if you do. oh, that wasn't a nut. Oh, but it was just chocolate. Yeah, that's fine. You know when you don't expect it to be something? That was weird.
Pulling off a plate of M&Ms and
nuts, yeah.
And you didn't know it was a nut?
I wanted nut.
Okay.
Okay. I do have the Banshee comb.
Answer to my prayer.
Okay. Is it a silver comb?
Yeah. I
Ask-
find.
Ask about the spell book that belonged.
Sorry.
No, it's okay, man. I
There
appreciate
was a
everything.
specific
Bo Gentle.
phrase. There was a specific phrase. You had it written down?
I got bits and parts, and that's what it is. If we're talking off game, I have. What do you know about the spell book from the legendary mage named Bo Gentle?
From the legendary mage spell bow.
What a name.
Oh, Bo Gentle. That's how I wrote it down.
Bow
Gentle.
gentle, like a soft, pleasant bow.
That's how I have it written down too.
Also, her name is Agatha.
I think that might have been the one session I forgot mine.
Look at me, Jamie. I'm a note boy. You like the note boys?
Proud of you.
Yeah.
All right. I wrote in my notes that I have it in my inventory, but I didn't put it in my inventory. Do you want me to add it?
Nah, it's fine. As long as you know.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all picked it up.
All right. All right. So yes. So we'll ask her specifically. What do you know about the spell book from the legendary mage, Bo Gentle?
That sounds good to me, Mr. Flynn.
That's kind of what I remember.
All right. Remember, there's health potions for us
Yeah,
We do
fuck this shit, man.
I think there's more than just health potions in it for good old Wesley.
He hopes.
Hopefully we go back with good news.
You know what? Honestly, I give you shit. You're a fine gentleman suitor.
Thanks, Mr. Flynn.
You're gonna make him cry.
I give you a big pat on the back. We'll get her for you.
Okay, well, let's do this.
All right. We have a priestess to impress. So I suppose we should go in.
You all head in?
Want me to lead the way? Does somebody else want to take point?
I think it's probably safer for you,
If you're gonna
If you have
ask
the comb.
You have the
If
comb.
you have the comb.
You're gonna ask the question.
just so we don't accidentally anybody else piss
Sure.
off,
No, we wouldn't want to accidentally
piss off a banshee.
piss off the banshee. Yes. All right.
I'm sure we could take care of it.
All right.
But for
Yeah, I don't know
for
how much
Wesley,
good a warhammer does against a incorporeal being.
Well, we just hope for the best.
I don't think she has legs to take out.
And I take out her head.
I like it. It's a solid backup
I
plan.
mean, it's if it's not there, I just keep swinging.
Yeah. How dense are these trees that we
Not
have
too,
to go through?
not too dense. It looks like the forest just starts hitting about half the city, or village. The entryway just has a couple trees around it, and then the village itself is mostly open with a few more trees on the tree line, engulfing a part of the city or village.
All right. I'll just continue as best I can on the main road going into town.
Sure.
But once we get to that tree, the area where the trees really start to converge on the road,
So
or not on the road, but on the
back half of the village.
yeah, kind of. Oh, so it's so like
You have to go inside of it till the main tree line.
Oh,
hits.
so the way in is still clear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Once we get then about 100 yards or so from the town's whatever's left of the gate or whatever, I'll really start to perk up and try and listen for anything or look for any movement.
Okay. So Flynn takes point, as you've all requested. Darren follows in tow, and you all approach the ruins of Coneyberry. You get about 100 yards out, and all of you see Flynn was walking casual until he hits this point almost to the gates, and just there's an air about him. He's walking with more purpose now, and you see him turning and looking repeatedly. Go ahead and make a perception check, Flynn. The rest of you, if you're welcome to tell me if you're doing something different, but until you do, I'm assuming you're just following Flynn.
If we see him perk up,
A 1?
I would notice that.
You know what?
Inspiration used!
Hey!
you said we see him perk up, right?
Yes.
So if I see him perk up, I'll kind of look around too.
Can I look around too?
Sure, make perception checks.
Boom! It's a goddamn 8.
Ooh, yes. It's a solid 5.
10, actually. 10.
The 15 for Tonk.
Hey, the stone dong is vigilant.
Oh, so 7 for me.
Okay,
21.
there we go. All right.
21.
Well, you.
So you approach the village, trying to see if, just making sure there's nothing going around. And occasionally you do notice something moving. The occasional raven or crow maybe perched up on some ruins on the side ahead of you and just flying off. Eventually you do make it to the gates of the village, which aren't even gates. It's like 2 or 3 rocks stacked up on the right, maybe about 3 or 4 on the left, crumbling old debris of what used to be a gate.
A shitty sign that says "Welcome to Coneyberry," like tipped over.
Yeah, maybe like some rotted wood on the ground, and you can make out maybe a C and an O on it at most. This is kind of what you guys see. You guys would be at the south end of the map I'm about to show you. This
That's
place
a cool map.
looks fairly ruined. A few of the buildings seemed intact-ish. It actually might look better on this map than they actually are. There are holes in every roof, gaps in every wall. This area has a few buildings standing, but are absolutely on the verge of falling over if you just blew on them. You all are standing at the south end, which is where you guys entered from, still on the Tribal Trail. The trail continues into the city, and then if we're looking at the map, we'll say it goes north and east out, if you want to just continue through Coneyberry and just keep on trucking. To the north and west, the tree line starts to set in much thicker. But right now, you're just standing at the entry to the village. What do you do? Yes, I do.
Oh, that's a good point.
Thank you, Tonk. I
Yeah.
did want them to see that.
There you go. Take a minute
Did
to
you
look
make
at that
that?
stream.
I had some assistance with technology.
No, that's what I was asking. That's cool. I like that kind of isometric look. Very Diablo-esque. I'll turn around to you, Wesley. Say, do you remember? Did Sister Grail say where in the town?
Oh shit.
If you want, you can just make a history check as well, Wesley. Because you were told this.
Damn it.
Whether or not you physically, real life, remember it could
Let
be different.
me see if I really have it in my notes yet. I didn't work. I'm trying to watch everything. I need like to organize my notes better. I just have like it's like everything that happened in order. I need
Yeah.
to like have characters and then whatever. What's related though? Is on the way to the thunder. Oh, damn it.
You said a history check?
Yeah. Can I do a history check?
If you want to, anyone can.
I'll
Alright.
do one because I got a +5 to it.
It's 10 or higher.
8 plus
7 + 5. So that's
3.
12.
11.
Okay.
13.
All of you that hit those 10s, I said, Tonk, you just indifferent.
Oh, I hit 11.
Oh, okay. Well, all of you remember that when the sister was talking to you before about the location of this, she mentioned the outskirts of Coneyberry, more specifically in the deeper wooded area.
Is there any deeper woods I could see from where we are right now?
Where you are now, just looking at the trail you're on that cuts off into kind of a fork, you could. Oh, and you hear actually one of the buildings nearby start to crumble as just a rock falls out of one of them and immediately collapses.
It's safe here.
You see to the north and west, the tree line get thicker, but there is a small trail that leads into it.
I'm going to point to that trail. I think it's in those thicker woods over there, Mr. Flynn.
Okay, so you said kind of near the edge of town.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I'll be honest, I wasn't really listening. I was too freaked out.
That's okay, Mr. Flynn. I was paying attention.
Good. Pay attention when they talk.
I'll try, Mr. Sondong.
I will look for the best, or what I would perceive to be the safest route in that direction after hearing that building collapse, and try and head that way. Still keeping my head on a swivel.
Okay. So you stay on the trail, keeping a very watchful eye on the surrounding buildings, not wanting one to collapse near or on you, and proceed down that small pathway that starts leading into the forest. All of you heading that way?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know how you're like wanting to do stuff. My passive perception is a 13.
Okay. What what is all y'all's passive perception?
Ooh,
13.
12.
14.
12.
14?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Perception?
12.
Yeah.
That's inside. Okay.
Once you hit the edge of those woods and start going down a trail, everything gets quite a bit darker immediately. A bit more, maybe, ominous feeling. It's suddenly a little more chilly traveling this path. The forest grows dark and still as the trail winds deeper into the trees. Heavy vines and thick layers of moss drape the branches, and the air is noticeably colder than it was in the ruined village. After rounding a bend in the trail, you come upon a domed shelter made from the warped bowing of branches of nearby trees. A low doorway leads inside. You're almost positive you hear singing.
Turn back in. Remember what the banshee's name was?
I believe it was Agatha.
Agatha. Turn to Darren. You ever dealt with a banshee?
I've seen the dead risen, and I've fought against them, but I don't. Specters themselves I've not dealt with. I don't like this one bit.
This is kind of fucked up.
A little bit. I think every instinct's telling me to turn around right now.
But I've never seen a banshee.
That
Unless there's
look.
some hollowed voice singing right now, I definitely hear something.
We should do this for Sister Grail, Mr. Edemeth.
We did agree to something.
Look, the good name of the Sword Coast Barbers is kind of on the line here. This is kind of our first gig. So I think we should at least see it out. Clearly we have something that she wants. Maybe we just make the deal and we get the fuck out.
I'm with you either way. One of my tenets is courage. I will not turn. I'm behind you.
I like that. I'll walk towards the hut, and as I'm kind of cautious, I'm not trying to sneak, but I am kind of cautiously walking forward, and I'll reach into my bag and I'll grab the comb, the banshee comb.
Okay. You take out the comb.
I'm just got it in my right hand. And I'll walk until I get like, so this building, this structure, is just made out of branches that have just been, so there's not a door or anything, right?
Just a low entryway.
Is there a way I could get close enough to kind of see inside?
Absolutely. If you want to move up to it.
Yeah, I want to try and position myself, like almost like a neighbor who's like you left your gate to your backyard open, and they're like just kind of, all right, just wanted to make sure you're, yep, just kind of that friendly neighbor.
So I would say that to be able to peer in from a distance, it would be like from where you are, maybe to the door over there. If you got that close, you could maybe see a bit better on the inside. Are you getting that close?
I am, yeah.
Okay. Are you falling behind or waiting, or what's
Falling
everyone else
behind.
doing?
I'd be close.
Okay. Darren follows behind as well. You approach close enough to just get an eye inside. You don't want to go in this place, certainly, if you don't have to. So as you approach to get a better look, you see something.
I'll pull out the book.
It's not even inside the structure. The Home of Sorts is sheltered within the dome of woven branches. It is sparsely furnished with chest shelves, a table, a chase lounge, all of it old and elven craft.
Oh.
But in the doorway, you see a small, flickering light appear out of nowhere. The air grows even colder, and a powerful feeling of dread grips you.
This is a bad idea.
A pale light flickers in the air, rapidly taking the form of a female elf, her hair and robes waving in a spectral wind. A hateful expression twists her face. And let me show you what that looks like.
Oh.
A banshee appears before you, with a face not of beauty, not of kindness, but of just rage and hatred. It grits its teeth, and you see its head twist a bit as it turns to you, Flynn, as you're in front, and snarls, "Foolish mortal, what do you want here? Do you not know it is death to seek me out?"
So we've heard. Yes, we are sorry to disturb you, Agatha. Yes? Agatha. Your name's Agatha.
Her head starts cocking back and forth.
We have something that I believe that you want. And I'll just kind of hold up the comb. I believe this belongs to you. We came to bring it to you.
As soon as you hold it up while speaking, she hovers towards you. What do you do?
I say, wait. We are a band of adventurers.
She's still moving towards you.
It's fine.
Almost within 2 feet.
Yep. I'll kind of back up a little bit. And we're here to strike a deal with you.
The comb now.
A question for the comb.
The comb.
Question for the comb. Please.
She reaches for it and tries to take it.
I hand it to her.
She snatches the cone and starts to cradle it. She looks over it curiously for a moment and then says, "A question, you say? You bring me a great gift from my life. I will answer one question. Anything you wish to know, I know the answer. What is your question?"
Thank you very much for your hospitality. I will ask this and we'll be on our way. I would like to ask you, Agatha, what do you know about the spell book from the legendary mage Bogentil?
Her head
Yes.
cocks a couple times again, almost like she's thinking in a very grotesque way,
Processing.
and then says, I traded the book to a necromancer. His name was Sernoth, from the city of Erebor. But that was 100 years ago.
Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate your hospitality, and we will be on our way. I hope you enjoy your comb, and I hope it brings you many great hair days in the future.
Make a persuasion check, Philip.
Oh. Surma. I have no idea. I was about to ask Jamie, and not
Is it
the.
persuasion?
Hmm?
27.
Ooh, you a persuasive mother.
She's still looking at the comb this whole time, and as soon as you say you'll be on your way, she vanishes with the comb.
Let's dip.
All right, let's
Get
get
out.
the fuck out.
I'm going to walk backwards for about 10 yards or so, just making sure we don't have any campers.
No, there's nothing odd behind you as you back up. I'm assuming you continue backing up away just from this
Yeah.
hovel.
Yeah, just till I get for what I would feel would be like a little bit of a safer distance, then I'll turn around and follow them.
Okay.
I'll match
Yes.
whatever pace they're making.
Yes,
Sure.
The
Yeah, and if you need details on that,
yeah.
go ahead. What do you need to know?
What did you traded the book to a necromancer named Serma and
Sernoth. Tsernoth.
Noth. And where did he live? And it was 100 years ago.
The city of Erebor. That's Iriaebor. 100 years ago.
I'm not going to pronounce that next time I say that.
She traded it 100 years ago?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. I was literally just typing keywords. I just typed in like the rest of the sentence essentially and corrected spelling. I was like, I don't know if he's going to... I don't want to...
You see?
Yeah.
Wait, we're still playing. All right, we'll talk about it later.
So we just dealt with the Banshee, and you had a relic, I guess, it appreciated. That's good.
Yeah, I would keep going until we're back and it's not cold and dark anymore. We get back to the sunlight.
You make it out of the tree line back to it's cloudy, so there's not sun out right now, but it's way more lit.
Okay.
As you
Yeah,
make it back to
fam.
Coneyberry
Get
ruins.
She.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like that went about as good as it possibly could.
You did great, Mr.
I
Flynn.
mean, we got out alive.
I was being very purposeful with my wording, and I made sure not to ask any accidental questions, as I tend to do. I was tempted to not give the comb until
All right.
the deal was struck, but I felt as though that may have escalated things. So,
I think you played it right.
you good?
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, we got out of there alive. So
we got what we
I think we're
wanted.
good.
We got what we came here for. Quest completed. I feel like we're making good time. Making good time for your daughter.
I expected to be here longer, but yes, if we're good, we're good. We can head to the well.
Let's get the fuck out of here. This place
Yeah.
sucks.
Agreed.
I see another building collapse in the distance.
Yeah, it just starts collapsing. So you all continuing on the Triboy Trail and heading on that north
Was it like south to
eastern
the
path?
place? To the well?
Or actually, yes, the well will be south from
Yeah.
where you guys are currently, because we can pull up the main map and take a look at that.
Hey, my boy.
Bet there's treasure here.
So you all are in Coneyberry. The well is still south through some crags, so you're gonna have to cut between some crags to get there. So are we proceeding on south?
Yeah, as we're leaving, I would like to just keep an eye. I'd like to look for any signs of like recent activity, like any. I'm not a tracker, I'm not a woodsman, but any fresh tracks or any place where it looks like somebody had set up like a campfire or like kind of been hanging out recently. Just as we make our way out.
So I can go off your earlier perception check. I think you had a 21 your second time around. So, as you're traveling back to this town, you look around thinking, I mean, this is ruins, maybe goblins, the occasional bandit or two. Something tends to set up in places like this, and, it's a good hideout, potentially. But you notice it's still a bit chilly here, more chilly than anywhere else you've been, minus deeper in the forest. And you don't see any sign of anything setting up in this place. Except for the occasional bird or two, and even they don't linger.
We should definitely just keep going. I don't know what happened here, and if we'd had 2 questions, I would have asked her what the fuck happened, because this place has some fucking dark energy.
I think she happened here.
I don't want to... We don't know that. What, just because she had tangled hair, it's her fault? She didn't have a comb. We brought her the comb.
Yeah, I don't really want to. I'm inquisitive, but I don't feel right.
You can't be inquisitive if you're dead.
True.
So I believe this place, we should be careful where we walk, where we go, but we should get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
get the fuck out.
I do. And I walk.
Oh, hell yeah.
You all head south, exiting the ruins of Coneyberry with no extra troubles. You're no longer on the trail itself anymore, as Darren looks at you and says, the way is directly south. If you'd like, I can take us from here. It's hard to miss at this point.
Yeah, I will follow you. My head's spinning at the moment. That was a lot. Never even seen a creature of the undead in person, let alone interact with it.
It was pretty cool, though.
Yeah, I honestly didn't believe his girl that it was actually a banshee, to be honest, because I've never seen one in person, and I thought she was just crazy.
Well, I mean, that still might be the case, but she was right about this. And I'll say, when she came and grabbed the comb out of my hand, when her hand kind of brushed mine, it felt like frostbite.
The moment you drew it, it seemed like she was just locked onto it.
Yeah, he must really... Look, I've got a favorite comb, all right? I know how it is. To live for, centuries, it seems like?
At least 100.
Without your favorite comb? Fuck that. And we'll just keep going, keep rolling.
Yeah.
All right, you press on. This distance you're covering now is still fairly sizable, but for the sake of brevity, we'll say you guys are still going to be able to make it in time today before sunlight starts to vanish. It's about 4 hours of travel from here. A little past midday, maybe if we're talking real life, perhaps 3 p.m.-ish. Until Darren leads you through these crags into there's small trails here and there. Not many, as not many people have ventured through here. Until you see a tower in the distance. The tower is up on a slight slope with what looks like some more crumbling walls and whatnot around it. Perhaps a small fortification or scout tower just in the middle of nowhere. And Darren points ahead, still maybe half a mile out, and says, "There, that's... I remember the tower. The well should be right in the middle of it."
Was this like a town?
No, it's more of an... I want to say outpost, perhaps for Coneyberry at some point.
Okay. Well, they fucking sucked at their jobs.
They were definitely outnumbered in the bandit raids that happened and plagued the lands. They chose not to rebuild like Phandelver, so at least they had a tower. I suppose they didn't take advantage of it too much, though.
I was gonna say, yeah.
But I heard that he looks to the left and right of the tower. It's still fairly in the distance. I'm not seeing, smelling, sensing any undead around here, I suppose.
Did you sense any in Coneyberry? Because...
I didn't check. I just, you could feel it in your bones. I just assumed.
Right, yeah, no checking needed, right? This was fucking creepy.
Something was dark about it. I feel like that's a place where you go to sleep, you wake up not the same, or perhaps not at all.
Yeah, you wake up dead.
Or worse. Either way, we're beyond that now. I suppose let's get a closer look. And he continues walking. This is what you all see a little bit in the distance.
Picture time.
There it is.
No.
Ooh.
It's nice.
It's so pretty.
Yeah. It's a good change.
Yeah, this was supposed to be if you were on a nice sunny day. It's a bit more cloudy, a bit more gray though. Just
I'll use my imagination.
ignore blue sky. So the tower itself, this doesn't represent it super accurately, but there is not a barricade, but it is higher up on a slope, and it does have a crumbling wall here and there around it that's easily hoppable and not that tall. Maybe 1 foot here and there, maybe 4 feet somewhere else. He gets closer and closer to the tower, and all of you following behind, I'm assuming. Until you're at the part where you have to kind of scale up a bit to be able to see. The hill's a bit too tall to see actually inside the place at this point. Tori says, I don't want to deal with any more undead. Yeah, I hope the rumors are false, and this is just putting me at ease.
Have you battled them before?
I've engaged the occasional zombie or two. No specters, but
Skeletons? Are they real?
I haven't dealt with skeletons before. The ones I still dealt with had flesh on them. Very slow and easy to handle, but...
So zombies.
And
Wait, what separates a zombie from a skeleton? Is it just the flesh?
I believe it is, because a zombie you can still stab and cut and it seems to do something, but a skeleton, if you try that, doesn't work as well. But if you have something that smashes, it's quite good.
Skeleton
Right,
also
but-
doesn't want to eat you. A zombie wants to eat
I was
you.
gonna say, so at what point does a zombie become a skeleton if you're... I'm still like just walking with... Does it become a skeleton if you're just peeling off flesh? Is it when you take the stomach,
I'm
it can no longer eat, and then it's a skeleton with skin? But then is it even a skeleton?
It's a good question. I know there's schools of magic that differ on the two. Like if the necromancer summons a zombie, it's a zombie and it has
Skin.
yeah. But if he summons a skeleton, I'm not sure. I'm going to focus actually. We shouldn't be talking about this right now. And he starts scaling the mound up. Everyone be on your guard either way. And he draws his long sword, and he's actually going to stealth.
Oh. Guess follow suit.
Yeah.
You want us to roll for stealth too, Jamie?
And if you're stealthing, or you can just walk up.
Boom. I got a good 19, Jamie, plus stealth, which is 2.
I got 17.
Got 21.
God, Tom.
I got a non-natural 20.
Woo!
Oh,
10, because I'm still like talking about the zombie skeleton thing.
Okay, we'll go off a group check then. What'd you get?
21.
17.
20.
All right, that's enough to pass, even if it's 2 fails. 'Cause we have an average of successes. Good job. You guys are fairly sneaky right now. So if there is something up here, it might not be aware of you. Now, as you crest the low ridge, you spy a crumbling ruins of an old watchtower. Same tower you just saw in the distance, except now much more closer. And mounds of rubble enclosing a courtyard amid the rugged hills. A colorful tent sits in the middle of the courtyard, but no one's in sight. Darren stops at the top and just stares at the tent, which looks closed and is very colorful, and just tilts his head and says, "Is someone camping here?"
Does it look like a fresh tent?
It's kind of like circus colors, like white and red.
It's not like weathered.
Nope.
How many people could fit in this tent?
It's a large tent. Looks like if you could squeeze maybe 4 people in it.
We could use that tent. We didn't get one.
Should we see if anyone's home? Or what? At this point, I'd leave the decision making to you all. You've proven way more worthy.
Is it the tent open in any way? Okay.
There's something in my notes about this, isn't there?
Well, how
tent?
do you all want to approach this? Do we want to take a diplomatic approach? Do we want to just start shooting at it?
I don't want to shoot at it because the tent with holes.
Not a
Doesn't
good
make-
tent.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, not a good tent.
Now, if no one's here, do we
Wait,
then
can't you
just
fix a
steal?
tent? You could fix that, right?
Yeah, I can sew it up.
Yeah, but do we just take the tent if no one's here? What if someone's still like?
Like, what if they've left to go get food and
They
come
come back
back
and
and
we're
they-
taking this tent
their
down.
home
Is this
gone.
Thunder Tree, Jamie?
Well, we can see what's in the inside.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It looks like people still have their gear there. Because if they have their gear in it, I say somebody's coming back for it. There's no
So
gear.
we tried diplomatic approach.
Yeah.
But why would you leave without your gear?
Well, maybe they're washing
Maybe they had
up.
to take a piss.
Yeah.
I think we should talk
Or,
to them.
you know, a toozy.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's just.
That was a twosie for the stream, in case I was displaying poor mic etiquette.
I think you should talk to them, Mr. Flynn. It worked with the ogres.
Worked great with the ogres.
Worked with Banshee.
1 for 2. All right, Darren.
He looks at you and says, "Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm ready. What are we doing?"
All right, we're gonna go down there and try and if there's somebody there, we'll see what's going on. Diplomatic.
All right. You see, he still has his longsword just gripped in his right hand, like he's ready for something odd to happen. I suppose you're good at the speaking with things. Is that you then?
That's what some people say. The ogres didn't think so, but regardless, I'd like to try that before, we start doing that. Maybe sort of way for now.
Always try to find common ground before violence is what I believe in. So I'm with you.
Yep. So maybe sheath.
Oh, right. Just the rumors and all. And he sheaths his sword.
Clearly somebody wouldn't just put up a big multicolored tent in the middle of the opening if they were worried about being seen. So let's go see what's up.
Let's go.
I'll casually make my way down.
Making my way.
Okay.
Not trying to sneak.
So the tent is about 40 feet away from where you guys have walked in. You do see a large well directly to your left after shortly walking in, but you start approaching the tent. You make it about 20 feet until the tower in the back right corner starts to show a bit of movement. All of you are walking with Flynn, I'm assuming.
The same tower we've been seeing? Okay.
And you hear it as well as you look towards the tower, and suddenly you see zombie after zombie after zombie shambling out of it. About 12 in total, just slowly walking your direction.
Out of the tower or out of the well?
Out of the tower.
Okay.
And everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh,
Can't-
okay.
Just kind of as a free action, may I yell out, if anyone's in the tower, there are zombies coming.
All right, you yell out to the tower as well. I'm going to have the zombies all go as one entity, so I'm not rolling 12 times. Fortunately for you guys, they rolled super low.
I got 14.
So Wedge is a 14.
Rolling hot tonight, boys.
10.
Wesley is a 10.
I rolled an 18, but in the thing, so you already got it.
Okay, Flynn.
22.
Yeah. What did you?
10.
I've got those birthday rolls going, boys.
Yeah, happy birthday. Okay. I got an idea too.
Because 14 and...
Did you use a spell slot?
No. No, that's my magical tinkering.
Okay.
That's my dragonfly brooch.
Let's see. So it'd be Flynn, Tonk, Wedge, Wesley, Darren. So you got a 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go ahead and go into some combat. All of these zombies are just shambling out of this tower. Bunches of them. And they're coming right for you in very zombie fashion. Just reaching out. It's like you're their prime focus right now. Up first is Flynn.
How far away are they right now? I guess we don't have anything for the...
No, not for the board, not for this. The zombies are about...
Can we make something real quick so we can see the distance?
Yeah.
About 55 feet away currently.
Okay.
And don't worry about it, trust me.
Actually, after you let that out.
I lay on my back and trust Jamie.
I trust you, DM.
Save me.
I will... cast Thaumaturgy
Oh.
on myself and cause my voice to boom 3 times louder than it normally would. And I'll say, Whatever foul fucking magics are here, we mean you no harm. Send your zombies back to their hole.
It booms, echoes through the ruins.
Fucker.
Aggressively.
End of turn.
Aggravating.
All right, next up would be Wedge, Flynn, Darren, and Wesley. Actually, all of you are up in a row, I suppose I should say. The
How
zombies literally rolled a 1 on their initiative.
Tightly compact are these zombies?
They're very compact. There's a few that have shambled out in time to maybe away from each other, but it looks like most of them are still in the doorway and back. Maybe about 5 have made it out so far.
All right.
It's time for the wombo combo.
So I'm gonna kind of tap Wesley. I'm like, you ready?
Yes, Mr. Ravenden, I'm ready.
All right. And then I'm gonna call forth Greaser, and he kind of,
That's the mouse.
yeah. So you're gonna have like a mouse like crawl out of my coat and then up to my arm, and I'm gonna like start patting him on the back, on his butt, and he's just gonna spew grease into like centrally located, just like, and just a shit ton of grease in a 10-foot square. So I'm aiming within 60 feet, as central located as possible.
Sure. So on the ones that made it out or in the doorway?
In the doorway, wherever they're most tightly compact,
So the most tightly compact in the entryway then.
in the entryway
Okay.
is where I want to do it.
All right, I'm ready, Mr. Ravenden.
So I do call Greaser out. He comes, crawls on my thing. I pat his butt, he spews the grease, and then Wesley.
I'm gonna aim for the middle of the grease with a skull burner.
Okay. Go ahead and... So you're just trying to shoot the grease or a zombie that's in the grease?
Whatever's in the middle.
The grease.
Okay, the grease itself? Okay, make an attack roll. Yeah, to make this type of shot without hitting something in the way, you need 10 or higher.
Come on, baby. It's 15 plus nothing. because
That's
I gave
going
up my
to
things.
fire right into that grease and it ignites. You see a few of the zombies' feet start to catch on fire.
They're still just walking through it.
They're just moving right now.
Well, because they gotta make a dexterity save when the grease hits. See if they fall prone.
Oh,
So whatever zombies in that.
And they're on fire.
You gotta do it a bit.
let's do it in groups of 4. What do they need to save?
13.
Okay, that's a 9. All right, like 8 zombies just fall to the ground, are laying in the flaming grease now.
Nice.
Any y'all's turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Tonk, you haven't gone yet, have you?
No. How close are we to the tent?
The tent is maybe 20 feet out from Flynn, probably about 25 from you guys.
Okay. I'm gonna walk right up to that tent and try to open the door or unzip it or whatever.
Their flap.
Like toggle.
Yeah, it's just a flap. It's just like a centerpiece right there.
Slam that.
So you walk up to the tent and open it, and as you open it, you see someone actually on their way out of the tent, and they almost bump into you. As he looks at you with wide eyes and says, "What in the hell? What?" And he just stares at you in surprise.
Are these yours?
Looks over to the pile of flaming.
Are these yours? 'Cause we're about to have a real big problem if they are.
He quickly pokes his head past you and looks at the zombie and says, What are you doing? Stop! Stop! Damn it!"
Oh shit! I don't know how to turn off flames, dude.
Neither do I.
Uh oh.
Start milking your rat.
Is that the end of your turn,
Oh
Tom?
yeah.
Yeah, that would end
Start milking my rat. I'll milk as hard as I can.
Damn it!
Oh, I can't because I used all the water, didn't I?
Dang it in.
Oh shit! I can pull out salt water, but it doesn't. Let me see. Alright. But I have to wait for my turn anyways, right?
Darren looks towards the tent and then looks towards the zombies in back of the tent like he doesn't know what to do right now. His hand's on his longsword that's on his back still. And he looks towards Flynn and sees what gesture you're making.
I'm making this look at them.
He just holds his
Zombies!
longsword in his sheath then.
You couldn't wait 5 seconds? I called for peace! You started spitting fire and grease immediately!
Zombies!
The zombies, a few of them are slowly shambling towards you. A lot of them are going to take 6 fire damage as they just burning in this grease. A few of them stand back up or try to in the grease. And a few more are still trying to come out.
Oh, now you want us to be. Now our attack is working.
Every zombie that tries to pass over this pile has slipped and fallen.
Alright, I'm good. Is it my turn yet?
That's the end of the round,
Okay.
to which this fellow, I suppose I could show y'all what he looks like now. Because I have him here somewhere. Where is he?
One time he lets our shit fly.
I know.
He looks like this.
Almost like he knew. Oh.
That's the guy from the tent? I don't trust him.
Yeah.
And he then again says, I don't know what this is, but stop, please, put that out. And that's gonna
I'm still standing.
That's gonna take us to the top of the round, which is all of you guys again.
We didn't do it?
Mr. Raven, I don't know if I could put out a grease fire with water.
I don't think I can put out
Um,
grease fire with electricity.
How far away am I from this chap?
About 20 feet.
Shit.
I'll say, are you able to control them?
It looks like he's channeling a spell right now while looking towards the zombies. You're not sure what he's channeling. He says, of course!
Of course. Fuck. Okay. I'll just kind of stand back.
What's your name?
Gods damn it, put the fire out!
I guess I could. I don't really have anything
Alright.
to spray.
Was me speaking an action?
No, reaction.
I'd like to use thaumaturgy again. I can't extinguish the fire, but it says I can.
You try to blow it out.
It's only a 10-foot fire.
I can say. I can cause the flames to dim. So I can like pull the intensity down.
Okay, you doing that?
So I'll like
Okay.
try to pull down the flames.
I want to argue the fact that if he pulls it down and a bunch of them are on the ground and prone, they're basically stop, dropping, rolling. Eh?
Huh?
The zombies are like on the ground.
Right.
So if you minimize
I'm
the
making
fire,
the fire smaller.
yeah, so if they might roll onto it and put it
The
out.
fire.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Fire safety. Alright.
Was you doing anything? Or Wesley, sorry.
Shit. Can I do like a low thunder wave or something to?
If you want, yeah, go for it,
It's
man.
gonna cause damage too.
Wesley's just gonna start milking his rat, I guess.
Oh God!
Yeah, that's like just basically like that.
I'm sorry.
He's gonna milk rat. I could only get
Ooh, do the mayonnaise.
mayonnaise would be better for grease fire.
Punk would like to
I'm not a cook, I don't know.
snoop in the tent while man's distracted.
All right.
Yeah, he comes out of the tent. Looks like he's getting ready to
Relax.
cast something at the zombies, and you just go,
I just-
and you just go in the
I'm
tent.
just gonna kind of like sideways
I'm
walk by
gonna,
him.
Jamie, I would like to run up to the zombies and start kicking dirt on them.
Well, you're in a ruined tower area. There's no actual dirt on the ground. It's just
gonna-
like stone.
Let me put some salt water on them. See what happens.
So you fling some salt water on them.
Yes, on the flame. See what happens.
Okay, so how do you do that?
Just like just like that. Just like that. All I have is like a mug, dude. I don't have much here.
It's a grease fire, so it catches a little bit of flames, and then others just engulf over
I
it.
thought that would happen, Mr. Raven.
Just peeking into the tent, it looks very comfortable in there. There's a chair, writing desk, a cot, supplies, chests of clothes. It looks like that's open currently. You see a little bag in there as well.
Oh, rob his ass.
I'd like to. Tonk would like to go snoop in the bag.
Okay, you walk up and start opening the bag. I'll say at this point though, that'll be the end of your turn.
Okay.
So at this point, Hamon is. I said his name. Fuck. The guy is going to cast create water right over this grease fire.
Really?
As
Oh,
water
shit.
flushes on top of them and starts extinguishing most of them. About 2 are on fire in the front. Is anyone making any more aggressive actions or intending to?
Just
No.
helpful ones.
This is like every match of Helldivers you play with pugs, is what this is right here.
So,
Chaos.
in that case, I'm going to take us out of combat. 2 of the zombies are kind of like he holds up his hand, and 2 of them start walking aimlessly. They're still on fire and start burning to death. And this human male just holds up his arms, and goes, "Well, those 2 are gone for sure. They're just I missed them with my water. I'm not wasting another." And he turns around with his arms up and goes, "Hello, nice to meet you. How can I help you?"
Hearing that, I would come out of the like knowing that he's not distracted anymore, I'd like to come
Oh,
out.
the dwarf's in my tent having his way. Yes. Anything else? Would you like my robe? Perhaps my shirt?
I start like handling his robe and like looking at the quality of it.
He starts slapping your hands.
Sorry. But we did kind of save you from those zombies.
Those are my zombies.
They
Okay,
were
how-
not wearing name tags.
You didn't have a sign up that said "Beware of zombies."
Yeah.
I didn't expect a group of you to come in and just
Look.
hellfire the landscape.
I get that.
Hold on. I've only lost two. The rest, they're damaged. I can fix that. Hello, my name is Hamun. How can I help you?
Can you spell your name for me, Hamu?
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, please.
Hamun.
Hamun. What is this place called again?
You are currently at the Old Owl Well. Oh, and all of you make intelligence checks.
Wesley is super smart. Hold on a second.
And on top of that,
Ooh, I got a 25.
if you're curious about to figure it all, a history check.
I got a 1.
All right, my intelligence check is 25. History.
Intelligence was 11.
Was it 2 rolls you said?
History
Intelligence
is a
and history.
23. 17 plus 5.
History is a 19.
22, sorry.
Okay, that's enough successful numbers. So some of you, whoever got a 10 or higher, would know this. You see a symbol on this figure's head. You know that's identified as a necromantic symbol. Symbols like that are typically used in necromancy. This man seems to have one tattooed right on his forehead. Everyone who got a 15 or higher on that history check see that by the robes this man is wearing, it's the garb that typically belongs to a group called the Thay. Or a group from Thay, which is typically where a lot of necromancers come from. Necromancer wizards specifically. The figure then looks at you expectantly after introducing himself.
I'm just standing in the back, kind of leaning.
Oh, I'm Tong. Sorry, I don't like zombies, so I just kind of hid in your tent.
Sorry about your zombies, Mr. Human.
Or what was his name again? Human?
Hamun.
Hamun. Mr. Hamun. I thought they were evil. My name is Wesley.
I tell him my name is Reg Ravenden, and I hand him a business card for the Fulcrum.
Yeah. Plug.
It's not a good plug.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Relations. We know each
your
other
zombie
now.
troubles.
So comes my next exciting question.
You do not have to pay us for taking care of those zombies.
Good, but again, my question. Why?
Well, why are you here?
That's a good question. That's a good answer.
To be honest, I was here before you, so I have my reasons. You were here because are you interested in the well?
We heard that there was some undead here. Clearly there is.
They're only harming intruders. I haven't sicked them on anyone that hasn't come trying to knock my door down, like you.
We didn't know that. We tried to figure it out.
And it's hard to knock on a tent.
It was a figure of speech.
Just so we're clear,
Right.
and we saw them before we saw you, so, you know, our bad?
They were coming right for us.
They are programmed to do that. I have it set so if you cross this line, and he motions towards the edge where you all walked in, or anywhere around the perimeter, and if I'm not aware, they seek out the threat and they deal with it.
There is no trespassing sign, so how would we know where that line is?
I assume no one would have interest coming to this dilapidated, abandoned well unless they're interested in maybe the magics it contains. Which
You came here.
I did indeed come here to study and experiment with the potential magic it contains. Is that not why you're here too?
At this point, I've kind of moved almost a little closer to him, but I'm facing y'all the same way, and I'm looking like.
What kind of magic does it contain?
I don't know. I just heard rumors that there was something about this place that if you did certain magics here and maybe meditated, something could happen. I couldn't tell you. I haven't figured it out yet. I actually got here just not long ago. It's been about maybe 2 weeks.
Where did they come from? I'm pointing to the zombies.
He looks towards the zombies. Do you know where we are? Do you not? You know what's next door? Tribord Trail?
Yeah.
Well, people coming up and down it all the time, and sometimes accidents happen. I stumble upon said accidents and take advantage of them. Every warrior, every few steps sometimes.
So you reclamated them and used them for your own good.
Yes, they protect me quite well. In most cases.
They tried.
No, they failed tremendously from what I could see with all the fire and grease and whatever you did to the doorway.
I mean, you did have them all funneling out of a small doorway.
Well, I don't expect geared adventurers in most cases. It's like a bandit or two normally looking for a quick pickpocket.
So we can all agree that this has been a learning experience for all of us.
Yeah, you can't really put the blame on us.
You should put up signs that say, hey, no trespassing, make yourself known, not sick zombies on innocent people. You've had a very productive day. You should be proud.
So, I assume you have all you need then? We're good here?
May I ask? I'm like standing right next to him. I'm like looking to the left. Did you hear me call out?
I heard a loud voice. It woke me up. Went to exit my tent to see what's going on, and there's that in my face.
Oh, that's not
that's
very
tough.
nice.
So, talking about learning experiences, maybe we give it more than
He did
3
warn
seconds.
you, Mr. Human.
No. We give it more than 3 seconds next time. Mr. Hamoon,
Uh-huh.
apologize for our swift judgment on your pets. You said you were here studying magics,
Indeed.
and what... I know I'm asking a lot here, given what happened. What have you found thus far?
As I told them, nothing so far. I heard rumors that this well perhaps has some sort of arcane latency or something that involves necromantic energy, and so far it's a well, an old one.
And you've looked down into it?
Yes.
Look, oftentimes it's the simplest of solutions that are easily overlooked. I'm sure you must know this as a man of science. You are Thayan, are you not?
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I am. You are aware of us.
I've read a book or two in my time.
But normally, most people are not kind when they hear that information. They're very aggressive. You knew that already, and you did nothing. I can't say I don't appreciate that.
I'm less inclined to act hostilely to someone based on their appearance or their lineage, more so of the content of their character or their actions.
A good man and non-judgmental. I appreciate that. Perhaps if you hadn't killed a few of my minions immediately, I'd feel more confident in this discussion. But still, I find myself wondering what your reason again for being here is.
I'd be happy to reimburse you for the loss of your 2 test subjects.
Well, reimbursement aside, I suppose you could do a favor for me if you wouldn't mind.
I mean, we are the Sword Coast Barbers, and we are here to shave the day.
I'm sure you've heard of us.
No.
It's best to say yes.
It's a little confusing. He's handing out cards with one name. I'm saying it's there's a
Yeah,
lot
you do
going
need to
on.
update
There's
your
no need to
business
go
cards.
into the depths of all
That
of the
is a good
detail.
idea.
What is it that you are in need of?
I'm not ready quite to give up on this place quite yet. These things take time. Perhaps it just means more meditation, or maybe I need to do a different incantation or something. I don't plan on taking my small militia and going anywhere else than here, and when I'm done, I plan on returning to Thay to report findings or hopefully gain... whatever, that's not important.
But before you continue, Thay is a very long way from here. I've seen the maps. What is it about this place that drew you here that just would be so... Like, what are you looking to get out of this? It's a long journey.
When information like this comes, the more ears it reaches, the more dangerous it gets. And a small ruin that may contain an itty-bitty inkling of deeper necromantical magics that may not interest other Thayans, I decided to take a gamble on. It seems this is, again, not fruitful so far, but there's a slim chance it could be. And I'd rather not deal with my I don't want to call them elders, and I'm definitely not calling them betters. The more experienced Thay, who might look at this and just scoff and go somewhere else.
All right. So, scholarly gentlemen.
Every small step you can get is important in our society, and this, even if it's a 1% chance, well, I had to take it. And it did take a hell of a long time to get here, and a few weeks to acquire this group on the way here.
Final question before I let you continue. I apologize for the rudeness. I'm fresh out of college. I did a lot of studying. Mostly music and magic, but there were other classes we had to take, less interesting. What are your feelings on... We've only heard rumors and what's written. What are your feelings on the being known as Zastam?
The way things are currently, and the way they're probably going to be for a long time. That's all I'll say on it.
So, you like him? You don't like him?
Doesn't matter if I like him or not.
Kind of.
He starts getting a little wary. Why?
Look, you may be able to set the record straight. I'll be honest, doesn't have the greatest reputation on the Sword Coast.
He looks up and around, and then he leans in a bit closer to you and says, Are you one of them?
One of what?
Do you have connections with Thay?
No. And I'm not
Do
totally
they?
trying to lie. I turn around and look, what are y'all doing?
I'm listening and
They're like picking
I'm
their
looking
nose.
down the well.
To speak on such matters openly, and depending on the company, is a death sentence.
I'll look over to Darren. What's he doing?
He's looking over at the zombies and the two ones that have turned into crisps. And just occasionally looking back at you all, but like he's keeping an eye on the undead. They're just swaying over there, just ooh.
I'll turn back to him and say, no one here has anything to do with Thay. I'm from a small town south of Waterdeep called Succumber, or near Succumber. And the rest of these are characters from...
Hello.
Well, you see.
Zastam has a bad reputation, and it's earned. The world would be a better place without him. And you see him looking up and around, almost like he's checking every direction.
I would have to agree, based on what I know. But you see, we stumble upon a Thayan necromancer with a horde of zombies, investigating magic stuff near places you normally wouldn't find a Thayan. I need to at least ask a couple of questions before we agree to do business with said individual.
Almost sounds like you're
Sword Coast barbers.
vetting me a bit.
We have a reputation for getting shit done, and we wouldn't want to jeopardize that reputation. But it sounds like everything is fine. What is it you would like us to do?
Sword Coast Barbers. We're reputation. So reputation for what? Just
Shaving the day.
Did you say shaving the day?
Saving the day.
Saving? Shaving?
Yes.
Huh. Oh, all right. Well, either way,
You're gonna remember it.
I feel like I will, for some reason. You. So you deal with no do-gooders and whatnot, and like maybe the thief or the scary hobgoblin and all that.
Yes.
He motions at that, but you're fine with this?
Again,
zombies?
it doesn't seem like you're doing. As long as you're not murdering these people to create zombies, I don't see the problem. What are they gonna do? They're napping.
How refreshing to find such open-mindedness. Well, good. I may have a request for the Sword Coast Barbers then, so I can maybe do my studying in peace. There are raiders not far from here. I learned of a place called Wyvern Tor. Have you heard of it?
Ah, Darren was saying something about it earlier.
Darren perks up, hearing that as well, and starts paying more attention to the conversation. I found out there are a group of raiders that stay there. They have harassed me once or twice, but I feel like they have a much larger force. They just haven't sent yet. I don't know if they were just, testing the waters or whatnot, but they have interrupted me twice now. And I have a feeling they may send more, and I do not want to lose everything I have now to, protect me.
These raiders, the human?
No, not a single one's been human thus far. One was a hobgoblin. There was a set of 2 goblins. I think an orc may have been with the 2 goblins, but he didn't engage. He just sent them in. And, they were handled quite quickly, but either way, I know there's more of them.
Do you think they have an interest in this place? Or an interest in just fucking you up?
I think they have an interest in my tent and what's inside, if I'm being honest.
You could have picked a more subtle color, to be honest.
That's the tent I had. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to buy another tent if I got a good one.
That's fair enough. We don't even have a tent.
Oh,
We almost did.
aren't you? You're
A red and white tent.
fairly far from any civilization right now. Days out, even. You didn't bring a tent?
We're not great adventurers. We're just figuring
No, we're
this out.
fantastic adventurers. We just preferred to look up under the stars at night. We just didn't account for possible rain, which, looking at the sky now, seems very likely.
It does look like it's going to rain quite soon, but I'll, even though you took 2 of my, it's going to take about 6 days just to replace 2 of my, associates, I'm still willing to offer you a little something if you take care of those folks at Wyvern Tor. I'd rather not lose everything, so if I give you a little bit, maybe that'll
How
work itself
far
out.
away is this place?
Not far, I don't think. I don't know specifically, but I was able to get a little information of one of the goblins they sent in. Didn't have him killed, just like that. It's a town called Coneyberry. Are you familiar?
Yes.
Slightly.
So just a bit to the south and west of that, if you follow the tree line, eventually you'll find, what do they describe it? A gaping maw that could give you 1,000 deaths. They were very dramatic goblins. I think they were full of it, but
The Banshee?
you know about the Banshee?
We just talked to her a minute ago.
Agatha. We were actually, look, in full transparency, we were there first. We talked to the Banshee. We left. That place was fucking weird.
Wyvern Tor is not near the Banshee. I am aware of the Banshee, and I was hoping I could speak with her myself
I think
soon.
she's gone. Did she take her comb and go home?
Oh, I think that is her home.
Yeah, the little ball of stick.
You think
thing.
she's still hanging out there?
I would imagine so.
Probably petting her comb.
I heard of a Banshee named Agatha that knows the history of this entire region way, way back. I was hoping to ask her who built this place, the wizard's name. I feel like that could aid me in my research.
That
You
would be
have-
a good question.
Something to give her. She apparently likes gifts from her life. To get answers.
Honestly, I don't think I have the magics to deal with something like that, nor an item that a what could I give a Banshee that it would want?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Undead like that are only interested in possessions they had in their life. I know her name, I know nothing else about it.
We'd have to find maybe more.
More combs.
We were lucky to get out of there, honestly, with our lives. It was very cold, very dark, and then when we got away, it was less cold and dark.
It's not worth the risk. But if you find yourself there again, if you could ask her that question for me, I'd make it worth your while. But either way, the Wyvern Tor is quite a bit more threatening at the moment. So,
And it's southwest of Coneyberry.
correct. You follow the tree line, you'll find the maw of 1,000 deaths,
Yes, the
whatever
maw
they
with the
call it.
teeth and the lashings, yes.
You head in through that pathway in the forest, and you'll find some rock formation where wyverns set up a long time ago, but apparently it's just used by damned bandits now. And you kill them. Come back to me, and I will reward you.
I'll turn to Darren and just look at him real quick, and I'll look back at Hamon. You mind if we take a moment and converse amongst ourselves?
I suppose so. I guess this almost wraps up our business too, but go ahead. I'll wait.
I'll kind of huddle everybody up, including Darren, All right, guys. This kind of puts a little bit of a kink into our timeline. It is on the way back, kind of, to Phandelver.
Is Darren with you right now? You're off on your own.
No, I would have gotten Darren. Too.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe we can head back that way. Darren, how do you feel about making your way back to Phandelver from where we part ways at Werventor? I don't want to get in the way of your family business, but perhaps you accompany us at least to where we part ways.
I would be fine with that. What he says is along the tree line, that's only about a mile out from the main tribal trail regardless. It's not too far for me. I could make my way on my own, especially with, he clicks his heel twice to the ground, these boots.
Yes, those should help. Look, if anything else, you've seen what we're potentially capable of. You saw him take off an ogre's legs in one swing.
I did. Quite capable.
We don't show back up in Phandelver after... I mean, you know how these things go. You can just get sucked down a rabbit hole in a month. Maybe you know where our last known whereabouts are and where to send the armies.
Werventor is your destination, right? And then I suppose there was somewhere else you wanted to go as well. Was there not?
The ruins. To see the druid.
Is it Thunder Tree?
Ah, the ruins of Thunder
Forgot
Tree.
about that place. Yeah.
Isn't it back toward Phandelver though?
I have no idea.
It is
Can you point them out on this map real quick?
I think Darren would actually know where
On
that
the way
is.
to
But it should be on the map itself. Let's get Hamoon out of here.
what is this new place Hamoon wants us to go? The Mob went or
The
something?
Wyvern Tour.
The Wyvern Tour.
Where's our map? There it is. The ruins of Thunder Tree is quite a bit far away from where you guys are right now.
Where is it?
I think it's down, connected to that river up north. That might be New Thunder Tree, though. Let me verify that. I got a big boy map right here. Let's see. Where is my big boy map?
And it said Conberry was on the way to Thunder Tree.
Whatever was on the way to Thunder Tree?
That's what I put in my notes for some reason.
Okay.
Coneyberry, let's see.
And that's like
Old
super not in the
Owlwell.
way.
Nope, that's it.
Oh, well.
All right. Well, we'd probably
Minus
end up
2.
going back to Phandelver first anyway, so. Because we'd have to go back there, and then the safest route would be to go back to the high road and go north. Perhaps stop in Neverwinter and follow the river east. Unless we wanted to walk however many tens of miles through thick forest.
Which would take us even longer.
Right.
Can you ping it, Jamie?
Thunder Tree?
Yeah.
Just east of Neverwinter there.
I can't even see. Okay. Yeah, it seems like let's do this thing. Head back to Phandelver, gear up again, and head back up.
Yeah, either that or we could go straight north, figure out a way to either build or craft some sort of boat and ride the river.
But if we go back to Phandelver, maybe this time we pick up a tent.
Probably a good idea.
If somebody wants to give us their tent.
All right, so you're... I don't want his tent. His tent sucks. So Darren, you're good with accompanying us to Werventor. We part ways, yes?
Sure.
All right. Are we all good with picking up this additional work?
I mean,
Doesn't hurt me any. It's good for my
did he
research.
tell us what he's giving us if we do this for him?
Well, I'll ask him.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's gotta be worth it.
Assuming it's good.
Yeah.
Any trepidations about working with a Thayan?
If the reward's good, the reward's good.
Cause us no harm. I got no ill will.
He seems to have no love for Zaztan, so... Alright. I'll go back up to Hamun.
Would the rest of us know who Zaztan is?
Yeah, what is? Yeah.
I mean, that history check you made earlier would have told you about that.
Okay.
I could have told you about that.
Yes.
You walk back up to him, and he was just standing with his arms crossed next to the tent, just looking to the side towards the zombies. And he sees you approach, turns back to you. So, all discussed and chosen?
Believe we should be good with your request. You said you may be able to make it worth our while.
I believe I can. I have an artifact of some power that could come in handy. I normally use it for myself, but again, if I'm ambushed by a large amount of bandits, it'll be in their hands and useless in mine. So if you take care of them, I'm willing to part with it. I have hid it securely somewhere around here, and it is not on my person.
We're not that type of adventurers. What is this?
Yeah, we don't take things that aren't ours.
It's a ring. It'll protect you. Better than a regular ring, I suppose you should say. I should say.
Magic ring. All right. Those can be quite powerful.
I buried it somewhere outside of these ruins.
So I'm gonna take off my coat
Inside.
and start like digging into it and grab a piece of paper and start writing out a contract.
What's he doing? What's this one doing?
This is our standard procedure for taking on a quest. It is just the dotting the I's, crossing the T's, if you will. Just saying,
He's not a
this
devil,
is our
is he?
agreement. We will perform this task, take care of the bandits at the Maw and the Lashes at Weventor, and in exchange, you will trade us your magic ring.
Or some would say a scope of work of sorts.
Yes.
Work promise for reward promise.
All right.
That's so everything's on the up and up, and we know where we stand.
Sure. But seeing as I'm 1 and you are 5, maybe 6 with the animal, just one moment. He puts the 2 fingers on his eyes and pushes them down for a moment. And when he removes his fingers and opens his eyes, they're glowing a light blue color. And then he stares at your contract. Is it magical at all?
No, it's
You see him quickly just shift his eyes over to all of you, just looking around, and then says, "So it is just a parchment. Nothing magical, nothing weird, just..."
no, it's just a commitment between us and you, saying that we agree upon these terms.
I don't think I've ever met a group that... You know what? Sure. And he reaches for your quill and hastily signs Hamun onto it.
And then I sign it and I pass it around with my pen for everybody else to sign it as well.
Oh, you can sign just as the sword goes by.
Well, I had to sign the damn thing. I mean,
Well,
I
yeah,
suppose I'll
because
give it to him, the ring to him?
Because you're working with the Sword Course Spartans.
Well, I don't think we've been officially established as an adventuring group, and I think until we do that, our signature of just the Sword Coast Barbers would not hold any weight.
But
I tell you what, sign this one last time, and I'll fix it tomorrow morning.
that's where it gets a little suspicious. Him and the
I agree.
signing thing.
It's not magical.
But how do we not establish our names without...
I'm feeling like it's giving off a very bad look that we're arguing about this in front of our potential client.
It's just a contract. It's fine. We're gonna go do the work. He's gonna give this just T.
D.
I pull out my own pen, quill, and
Because my pen is
yeah.
different.
I signed it when they were talking, Mr. Raven.
Okay,
It's
thank you. Then I roll it up, and I put it in my coat. Put my pen back in.
Sword Coast Barbers. All right. Once accidental enemies, now acquaintances.
Work acquaintances.
Taking out those bandits will be a big favor for me. It'll save me a lot of trouble. And I guess I'll put up a sign saying, "Please keep out," or something.
Yeah,
Learning opportunities.
Right.
we're all growing. Sorry about your pets.
No, I'll get more. It'll take time. That's plenty to stop, the occasional goblin squad still.
Are any of the zombies, are any of them like goblin zombies or anything? Or are they all like human? Humanoid.
Oh, yeah.
Most of them are humanoid. A few of them barely have any flesh at all. Like maybe they were corpses that were just out for a long time in places.
They could be skeletons then. At that point.
I got a quick question. Can you make a zombie out of anything? As long as it's a corpse?
Right. Well, yes. It's just I'd rather have something that's on two legs and some arms to manipulate things if need be.
So you have a preference?
Of course,
So it
everyone
can be a goblin, ogres.
could be a goblin. Not as useful, I like to think. They're smaller, typically slower because of their stature. These things don't run. There's a running type, but I'm not quite there yet.
Okay.
We'll be back with the, well, or we won't. We'll either be back successful or you'll never see us again. In the meantime, I would like for you to ponder. When we get back, I'd like to ask you, what differentiates a skeleton from a zombie? Is it just the flesh? Like, if you were to take a zombie, take all the flesh off, at what point does it become a skeleton? Think on that. We'll talk about it. And I'll...
Oh, that's the sign. Gotta go, boss.
He just has his hand on his chin. He tilts his head as you walk away, almost like he's deep in thought. And you all exit the old owl well with a new job on the board. Where are you guys heading to now?
I would ask Darren what the quickest way to get to wherever he pointed us out on the map from where we are in the old owl well, because he did first take us, point through that shortcut.
Yeah, we don't want to go through Canterbury again if we don't have to.
Darren will motion. There are other crags you can squeeze between to head back towards the Tribord Trail a little quicker. So it'll take maybe about 3-ish hours to get back on the road. It will be nightfall by then, however. But he can easily take you back to the trail in that amount of time.
Okay.
All right, is that the way we're going?
Hey.
Okay. Do we want to camp for... No, we can go ahead and call it. So that's what we're going to call it for the evening. You guys make back to Tribord Trail, no problem. It is nighttime, so we'll pick up next time. At night, we're going to take a nice little sleep again, and then head towards Wyvern Tor.
Nice.
Did Tonk become level 12 from
Oh shit, that's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good
one tapping Olga?
Still just level 3, Tonk.
Oh my god.
What about us?
You too, however. Now we're going to be level 3 for a bit longer before we get to go up again. So that's why we need to become the best level 3s we can.
That's right. I wanna be the very best.
Fuck.
20, 20, 19, 20.
Hey,
That was sick,
you
man.
can't just Tonk does what Tonk wants to do.
Tonk rolls 20s.
You almost never see that, though. I don't know if we've ever seen that at a table before.
And it was the first rolls of Tonk for the night, other than the initiative.
Just on fire.
Coming out hot.
I'm excited to see that when we're level 9 and 10.
I
See how
almost
that goes.
die and lose, have permanent damage, and you just go ape shit.
Oh, man.
That was a fucking dicey roll for me too. I'm like, oh, just beat a 10.
Right,
Just gotta
just
beat
get
a
through
10.
it. Dude, I was literally face palming when I was like, if you're in there, call up your zombies, and then simultaneously there's fire sledge launching from behind me.
Don't worry, we got this. Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's a good tag team attack. Would have probably dealt with almost all those things just in the doorway like that. Very good. But
It was a good session.
yeah, I suppose if we don't have anything else, y'all got anything before we get out of here?
I don't have any. No. Just we'll be here for Salt Marsh next Friday.
Salt Marsh comes back on Friday. We have a little bit more House of Ross on Wednesday. He's got he really did a lot of custom stuff. I mean, it's kind of impressive.
Yeah.
He did not too bad. We're going underwater on a ship that can fly or be a submarine
Don't tell James.
to visit a god, potentially.
James will steal that ship.
Check that out Wednesday if you're curious. 7:30 Central Time. Besides that, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please like all that good stuff, so we can get to 1,000 eventually and turn on some super chat stuff. But either way, thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a good
Bye,
one.
everybody.
Peace.